the Cowboy players. It's like 10 rules changed because of the Cowboy players. Now, I don't know what those 10 – hey, Marcus, if you could be more specific, I would appreciate it, bro. I don't know what rule changes came from the Cowboys. I only know one, right?
Horse collar.
The CeeDee Lamb, I know the Terrell Owens horse collar, right? Wasn't that Terrell Owens? I agree with that one. What other one is it? What other one? The TO, the pencil, was that TO that changed the pen one? I don't know no rule changes because of the Cowboys. Hey, so Marcus, if you can't help me out, bro, I don't know no rule changes because of the Cowboys, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. Hey, JB, do you think this is a Cowboy? Do you think this is a Cowboy because he played for the Cowboys? They're banning that.
I think it has a little to do with it, but they also stated that like they've been checking out a lot of our celebrations, man. I don't want to say it like this, but I gotta say it in a sense. I think it's a black and white thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because when we different, man. When we play ball, when we, you know what I'm saying, when we want to celebrate and do things, we, you know what I'm saying, we do our thing, man. I don't think other people really used to how we do stuff like that in a sense. But they say they looking into all, you know, anything that's gang related or look into or something like that, they looking into. So they might get your boy with Minnesota too now. They probably they didn't mention his name like they mentioned Cee Dee because his was the most, you know, obvious what they've been looking at. But it's gonna be some other celebrations they gonna ban too because they said if anything gang related or anything of that nature like that, they're gonna ban all those celebrations.
So Junk. Right here, you got the Des Bryant rule.
What's the hold on? Which one is that? The catch?
Before Butler's penalty, this one probably stung Cowboys fans the most. Bryant's infamously made a catch in Green Bay, so it was the Green Bay catch.
It's the catch.
Des Bryant rule.
Okay, but that's not a celebration though.
Oh no! You're talking. I was talking about rules that were affected by Dallas Cowboys players.
Okay, that's one. That's one.
Roy Williams rule. He was the author of the horse collar. He broke
I said
Terrell Owens' leg.
I said that one. What else?
Tony Romo rule. Before Tony Romo was the franchise leading passer, he was the placeholder for the field goals and extra points. That's
what I'm saying. But none of these are like, well, with a horse collar, okay, I got that one. You know what I'm saying? And I always said that was a catch with Des Bryant, so they didn't have to change the rule for me to know that was a damn catch. See, hey, bro, we need to make things simple, bro. If you catch the ball, bro, and pull it in, it's a catch, bro. I don't understand how you got to make a football move and all this other shit, bro. Either you caught it or you didn't.
That was a catch, bro.
Huh?
That was a catch. That was a catch. Yeah.
It was a catch.
Yeah. What else, Angry? You got the whole thing pulled up or no?
Says the Michael Irvin rule. The offensive pass interference call is also associated with Michael Irvin.
Ooh, that's a lot of Cowboy stuff they changed.
That's a lot of Cowboy.
Jerry, bro, because Jerry, he ain't take no shit from the commissioners, bro.
What else?
Like the Emmitt Smith rule. Keep your helmet on.
Oh, yeah, the Emmitt Smith. Okay.
Yeah, it says Marion Barber rule. Marion the Barbarian.
Roy Williams.
Are allowed.
Roy Williams too, right? My bad, I just thought
Roy Williams.
What's the hold on. What's the Roy Williams?
Horse collar.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Dirty play
though. Where's the Marion Barber? Mel Renfro rule. A pass tipped by an offensive player and caught by another offensive player while unconventional can provide a burst of excitement. Blah, 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 blah. The rule change was inspired by a play during Super Bowl V involving the Dallas Cowboys defensive back. That's all it says. The Deion Sanders rule.
That is a lot of rule changes, bro. But what I'm saying is, man, I kind of agree because I have kids, bro. I have some young kids too, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't want them mimicking gang stuff out here, not knowing what they doing, and then do it somewhere they ain't got no business doing it. They doing it because they seen it on TV, and it be repercussions for something that you're not familiar with. I understand that, bro. Like I get it. You know what I mean? But I'm just saying, bro, that celebration was hard, bro. You don't care, man. That celebration was hard, bro. Hey, when he catch the ball and do that, bro, hey, man, hey, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If he just
was hard, though, Junkie.
that shit was hard, bro. You know what
But
I'm
why
saying? Like,
we magnified on every like 10 times more than even the teams that win the Super Bowl. We more magnified than them. You want to take out something, even though you talked about it before, Sports Junkie. If you can't stop it, don't cry about it. Take out the damn tush push. Take that out of here. You want to take
now,
something about it?
hold on, bro. Hold on, bro.
Picking on us though.
I don't agree with that.
Picking on us though.
I don't agree with that though. I don't want them to take the tush push out, bro. Like that's an NFL play. You should have to stop, bro. That like I'm a Cowboy fan, bro. I hate when they do it on us, bro. But I gotta keep it real. If the Cowboys, let me ask you a question. Let's say the Cowboys, they had the tush push. Would you want them to take it out the NFL?
No, but I got you. I've been. But my thing is like this: why always pick on us though? Anything that we doing, they picking on us, and that's the shit that I be getting mad about with the Jones family. Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones should take this shit personal and say, "Oh, y'all want to do that? Start picking up this phone, and start making some trades. We're gonna make this team better tonight because they want to mess with us. Let's go out here and beat the shit out of everybody." He should have that type of attitude because it's like every little thing that the Jones family, anything dealing with the Joneses and the Star, the NFL is always watching us. They always looking for little stuff that they can pick on us about and say, "Oh, get them for that. Do this on them for that." Like it's been,
But
like that's my thing. That's what pisses me off, man.
But at the end of the day, my man, all we need is for our Dallas Cowboys to go out there and shut everybody up. Because at the end of the day, no matter what Jerry say and no matter the circus that he brings to the Dallas Cowboys, it's all about the team going out there and being able to get it done. If the team can go out there, get it done.
Hey,
man,
but you just said the key word, team. Put a real team on the damn field so we can get it done. That's all I'm saying. Why we can't load the dick? Can we load the clip one time in Dak Prescott career? Load the clip, man, on both sides of this ball, man. Come on, man.
You said
we see other teams doing it every year. We the only ones that load the clip. But cry about it.
That clip was loaded 2021.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that in a minute, though, right? But some people said they are about to take. I think I seen it. Somebody said I lost it. My bad. I forgot who said. Oh, right here, CFO Sports. He said they are about to get rid of it. I think he's referring to the tush push. Now I did a video on this, man. Like I don't want to be. I don't want them to do that. I don't want them to get rid of it, bro. As much as I hate it, like we that looks soft, bro. If they stop that play, that looks soft. That's soft, man. I don't give a damn, bro. Because if the Cowboys had a play that nobody could stop, I would be pissed if they came out here and stopped it. And then they say people getting injured. Hey, man, this football, bro. You know what I'm saying? Now I think they should update the rule. I don't think like if he want to take the snap and do what he do with that tush push, I'm good with it. But I don't believe you should be able to put a running back in the backfield or a tight end in the backfield and push him and be able to push him. Like it got to be offensive line and quarterback. That's how I look at it.
And I mean, honestly, if you look at the rule and everything, it can be misconstrued from not even the tush push. This could go further to, let's say, running backs making contact, not going down, and the offensive line coming up and boom, pushing him to get him to the end zone. This could be looked at that way as well.
They be putting the running back in the end zone now, though.
That's what I'm saying. So if you eliminate the tush push, that's like eliminating one of those plays.
No. No, what I'm saying is I'm talking about at the line of scrimmage. Like if a player, if he can't, say it's 1st and 10 on the 10-yard line. I mean, 1st and goal on the 10-yard line. He throw like a little 5 and out or 5, you know what I mean, in route, whatever, like a little, you know what I'm saying? He catch the ball and then he get to the end zone. They come push him. I think that's fair play. I'm talking about, I'm talking about at the line of scrimmage, bro. You should not be able to take and line somebody behind you and push you into the end zone. You know what I mean? Now, if you make a catch and get past the yard of scrimmage, I believe your team should be able to help you in. Like we see that all the time. You know what I'm saying? We see that all the time, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? So I don't agree with that, bro.
So you pretty much saying like the first person to get the ball, a person should not be able to push them in the back to advance the ball.
Not at the line of scrimmage.
The first man getting the ball. So it's at the line of scrimmage. They center the ball. The person that gets that ball, which is the quarterback, can't be pushed by another person.
I don't know because I've seen running backs be first and goal on like the 3-yard line. They get the ball and they push them in. So I don't know how I feel about that, bro. You know what I mean? So I've seen that happen both ways. So I don't know how they would word it or nothing, but I just don't feel like. Just don't ban it, bro. Like that, you know. That's how I see it, man. Just don't ban it because it. Hey, bro, and I'm gonna tell you something. You might not know this, or I know y'all know this. The tush push been around for a lot of years, bro. You know what I mean? It's just that they named it or they do it the best, bro. You know, it's almost like a quarterback sneak. What's the difference between the two?
They perfected that shit, bro. Yeah.
What'd you say?
That's all it is. They perfected it.
They perfected it, bro. Yeah, and if everybody can do it, they would.
I don't agree with it if they take it away. I don't agree with that. You gotta try to figure out a way to stop it. I mean, that's it. Or don't get into that position where they getting 3rd and inches or 4th and inches. You know what they're gonna do? Stop them before they get to it. I mean, hey, you just gotta stop them.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, there was
because we had a special play they couldn't nobody stop. You would want it banned. They become
hell no. Hey, before we keep going, hey, shout out to Jeremy Betts for the $5 super chat, man. Appreciate you, man. I don't see nothing that you put, you know what I'm saying, as a, you know what I'm saying, but shout out to you, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, man, but if the Cowboys had something that they couldn't stop, I would not want them to stop it, bro. At all, bro. And pretty soon, let's just say, for example, they say it's born. We talked about this yesterday. Do y'all remember that the Bills game versus the Patriots, when the Patriots ran the ball all game, they didn't throw the ball at all? Remember that game? But what if the NFL came out and said you can't do that? It's boring.
Oh, hell no.
Like you taking strategy out the game?
I know, but I'm saying though, it's almost the same, bro. To me, what's the difference between them banning the tush pushing that? They talking about injuries, bro. Like that. If Philadelphia want a risk their player's injury, bro, them dudes get paid millions of dollars, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it, man.
At the end, that's what it boils down to, is that you're going to do the tush push one too many times, and the pile, everybody's going to get off the pile, and Jalen Hurts ain't going to be able to get up. Like, knock on wood. I pray to God that don't happen.
Jalen Hurts is a grown man, bro. He can tell his coach he don't want to do that tush push no more, bro. You know what I mean? Or he can, you know what I mean? Like, I don't think they should.
Maybe he like doing it. Well, how many touchdowns he got off doing that shit?
A gang up.
14?
Yep.
Damn near a year.
Why would he want to stop doing that shit? Shit, I wouldn't. If I had a play that's just unstoppable, man, I'll keep running it. Why would you? That's just like on our team. If we got a hot receiver or a hot running back, and it's working, why would you stop? Just keep doing that shit until it gets stopped and figure something out.
But I wouldn't want Dak Prescott doing that.
Doing what?
That is that tush push shit. I don't even want him like.
I'm just talking about something.
No, I'm just saying the reason they do it good because Jalen Hurts. Man, I heard he squat like
600, 500 or something.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He's squatting up with Saquon. Him and Saquon about the top squatting on their team, bro. They was battling one time. I seen a video of them battling. Saquon squatted more than Hurts, but Hurts can do his thing too, squatting, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, so what do they do when you're you remember because another thing about Philly that when they do that tush push, I seen them do a couple plays that they line up like they gonna tush push and they do something else.
Fake it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's like they got a engineer in there and they figured out how to actually hit the defensive line to where they can do nothing about it.
Right.
I ain't gonna even lie. As a Cowboy fan, when we play Philly, they line up, that shit pissed me off, bro. I ain't even gonna lie, bro. Like it be pissing me off, man, because I almost know it's a guarantee. You know what I'm saying? And then I done seen them get like 3 and 4 yards sometime off that tush push. It ain't just like 1 yard. I done seen them get like 3. One time I seen them do a tush push, bro. They did the tush push, but Jalen Hurts came out damn near on the other side of it, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? It was like 5-6 yards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So now the nose stuff, I don't. If it was me, I wouldn't ban it, and I damn sure wouldn't ban the tush push, bro. Nah. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. Let's get to some of these chats real quick. Somebody said, "Yo, JB." Devil Dog said Dak would fumble. He would fumble if we did the tush push.
He probably would.
Ban the rush push ASAP. The rush push. I think he's talking about. We just talked about. I'm good with that though. Like. Hey, let me ask y'all a question.
Stargate's in the building.
What up, Star? Let me ask y'all a question. Do you think they should ban that too? Like I said, that if you break the line of scrimmage, you should be able to get pushed in the end zone, bro. I just don't feel like you should be at a line of running back or tight end behind Jalen Hurts and push him in the end zone, bro. Am I tripping, or is that something that, you know what I mean? Do y'all agree with that or no?
I just feel like if you ban it, it's a cop-out. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's really having to do with health concerns, it's a cop-out, you know. And I'm looking at it from a health perspective and can see how people could get injured in that type of situation. And I'm like, all right. But as far as a strategic advantage, they figured out a cheat code that not too many people can stop. Stop it.
Oh shit!
I feel what you're saying. I do agree with that to a certain extent. But me being a Cowboy fan and being cheated over the years in big games, hell no, take that stuff out of there. Get it out of here, man. That's
man.
Hey man, I felt like Derek in Green Bay looking up at the big screen, knowing the ball didn't touch the ground. That's how I feel every time I see that touch push. I'm like, they're just gonna let them get away with that. But like you said, it's football. You got to stop it. I do agree with you guys on that. And you play defensive coordinators to stop things. So somebody need to go holler at the people that do rugby and say, how do you stop this?
Hey, you remember? Hey, it wasn't the tush push, but Dallas used to. Bro, do y'all remember? All y'all Cowboy fans, so y'all remember this? Do you remember how like about 8-9 years ago it was hard to beat Dallas if they got up? Remember when we had Barber? If we get up in this fourth quarter, you just lost the game, bro. We just pound the ball. I can't remember his first name. It was Barber.
Marion Barber.
Marion Barber, bro. Y'all remember how we used to get up? We used to play, you know what I'm saying? Possession football. We get up. It's hard to beat us, bro, because we just run the ball. It's the same thing, basically. It's something you can't stop. You know what I mean? It's the same, basically.
Like the Cowboys have been what they call front runners for a long time. I mean, even 2023, they were saying that, and that was the reason why the Green Bay Packers had beat us, is because they knew that the Cowboys were front runners, and if you allow them to score ahead of time, be the first one to score, we would have to rely on the pass more, hence their pass rush coming in. So they got the coin toss. They said, we're going to get the ball, and they scored. So, yeah.
I understand them banning the nose thing, but the reason I don't like it is because it just shows like a start to a whole bunch of other stuff coming, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just like when they were trying to change the rules this offseason, when all the teams put in their what they want change. I agree on some of that stuff. I don't believe you should be able to be under 500, bro, and another team is better than you and you go to the playoffs, bro. Like certain things like that, I'm good with, even if it affect the Cowboys. You know what I mean? Like, there's no way you should be able to go to the playoffs and this team over here is under 500, but you go to the playoffs because you over here in this weak ass division or something. I agree with stuff like that, but all this other stuff, bro, I don't, bro. I don't agree with it. You know what I'm saying? Anything else y'all want to touch on this topic before we move along?
Hey man, I just want, me personally, before I get up off here, man, I just want the Cowboys to take this stuff more serious. The league is the people in the front, the big dogs at the Shield is picking on y'all. when are we gonna get serious and say, you know what, F this, I'm about to put a team together. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to try to will and deal, maybe say F them picks one year. Say F them picks and start just picking people from other people's teams to make your team a nice squad and try to see what you can do because we only got so long with Dak, man. And you know, like the other time the other show we was on, I was on with you guys, people was beating up on Dak a lot, but let's keep it real for what it is. With Dak Prescott, it's amazing what Dak Prescott has done with no damn running game. I gotta give him his props. If I don't give him his props for nothing else, the man did the damn thing without a running game. That's one of the main reasons why we got blown out by Green Bay. The dude made it to the playoffs with no running game. Every other team has a running game. If you're gonna win the bowl, you have to have a running game.
Oh, yeah.
Nobody with a running game because the only thing they're gonna do is put him in a zone every
So
time.
Zeke and Pollard wasn't nothing. So Zeke and Pollard wasn't nothing.
Man, Zeke should have been sat down in that damn San Francisco game when Pollard came on the field and scored. When Zeke knew he was hurt, Zeke should have been his ass on the goddamn sideline. When we scored that one game, that one playoff game, we scored, Pollard got in the game. That's why they had to hurt Pollard because Pollard was tearing San Francisco up. And if you don't believe me, go back and watch some of them games when Pollard was tearing them up. They knew who to take out. That's why they did that dirty, cheap shit that they do in San Francisco when they tackling. And I know I'm not the only one that ever seen how the dude that got hurt last
Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions.
Huh?
Aiden Hutchinson from the Lions used to hip drop a lot too.
That's what I'm saying. But those 49er linebackers, oh, they was good for that. That's why they was hurting people like that. That's why didn't they ban that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
See what I'm saying? But didn't they ban it after Pollard got hurt in that playoff game?
Yeah, that was 2023. Yeah, it wasn't. You couldn't do it last year.
That's what I'm saying, man. But don't get me wrong, big dog. Yeah, Zeke did his thing, but let's keep it real. Zeke shouldn't have been on the field some of them games, man. Them big games, because he was slowing up.
So what you saying is Zeke and Pollard was not good enough for Dak. He should have had a better running game than Zeke and Pollard. I'm talking about for his career. You telling me Zeke and Pollard wasn't good enough for him to do anything in his career? Is that what you're saying?
In the beginning of Zeke's career, beginning of Zeke.
Hold on, bro. Hold on. Check this out. Let's do this real quick. Because I don't want to make this because we do this every time, bro. Like we do this and we get to talk about that.
I'm just answering.
No, I ain't talking about you. No, I got you. You good. I'm not saying that. I just don't want to have an all-out debate. You know what I'm saying? If we're gonna talk about Dak, we're gonna talk about him being the quarterback for the Dallas Cowboys and moving forward. We ain't gonna talk about all
back in the
back. Yeah, all the other stuff,
we need a running game. I feel like this man is a running game and a wide receiver too. And I think we'll be a better offense.
And
did you see the video?
What he's saying? That's all.
No, it's cool. You good. No, you good.
That's not good though. That's good. If you give this man a good running game, a good run, so he can do his play action, because Dak is deadly with that play action, man. I miss him doing the play action. All this shotgun crap has really got me mad. But that's all I gotta say is if you can get this man a good running game and a good running scheme, and another number two, he'll dot you up.
I agree with you. Hey, Angry.
Yeah.
How do you feel? How do you think Dak looked on the video we seen coming out as far as health wise, or as far as how did he look to you?
I mean, from what I can see, he looking lean. You know, it ain't really showing us much. It's showing us a couple throws and, you know, him posing for the camera. So you really don't know. But the good news about it is that he's out there throwing with his wide receivers. He's out there building that camaraderie, continuing that camaraderie with his wide receivers.
It's like the second time he throwing out there. Last year, Cee Dee wasn't there. Why he wasn't? Why the the number one receiver ain't never out there with Dak. Because your boy Darren Wilson said the same thing, bro. He said every season, because he work at the Star, he said he can look down. He can look down on the field while they practicing. And he said he never see Cee Dee, Dak Prescott with the number one receiver before training camp, but just out like they out there doing now. Yeah. He's never out there with the number one. Why Cee Dee ain't never out there with Dak?
Well, that's not really true, because last year he wasn't out there with Cee Dee because Cee Dee was holding out for the contract. You know what I'm saying?
Last year before that.
Well, I can't speak on the year before that, but I know last year, you know what I mean, he was out there because of that. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm speaking on. As far as
why Cee Dee ain't out there this time then?
Well, the season not even start. I'm pretty sure you'll see videos of him and Cee Dee out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure you'll start seeing.
Did y'all see that picture where they showed online with all the receivers Dak was throwing to?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, you saw that, Angry?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see it.
Cee Dee wasn't in that picture.
He wasn't in it.
I gotta agree with him on that one. I agree with that. Because when the voluntary workouts start, I need Cee Dee there so they can be on the page the whole way. Because
and Cee Dee be the leader. My bad. You go. My bad. Go ahead.
You got paid, and you're supposed to be one of the leaders on the team, especially for the wide receivers. You got to be there this time. Y'all sit out too many games when the preseason starts. Mm-hmm. They got to be on the same page in the voluntary workouts and the mandatory workouts. We need them there the whole ride. I agree with that. I do agree with that.
Yeah, I can agree with that. But how did he look though?
Tom, what?
I just see
just a little sample size. Hold on, I'm gonna get to you, JB.
I can't judge him off that, bro.
JB, I'm gonna get to you. Did what? I did what?
No, I'm saying you can't judge him out there throwing in shorts.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that's not what I'm saying. I'm talking about okay, this is what I mean. Let me emphasize what I'm saying, bro. As far as we know, whether it's fake or not fake, we're not gonna get into all that. From what we know, the reports we heard is his hamstring. His hamstring was off the bone. That's what we heard. I'm not going off of the speculation. That's what we heard. So based off that, how he looked out there moving. You know what I mean? The sample size that we have, that we seen. I'm not asking how we didn't even see him catch him. Maybe he overthrew him. I don't know all that. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, as far as what we know, how did he look?
I heard he looked good. That's what I heard. I didn't see the videos, but I heard he looked good. I didn't see the video, but I heard he looked good.
Okay. All right, JB. How did he look based off what we seen? Moving. You know, you seen him take.
Look like every time he come back into the regular season practicing throwing the ball, it don't look no different to me, bro. Don't look no different.
Usually when Dak come off injury, he be balling though, man.
Nah, no, he don't. He get his. That's why I start off slow. Just like my man Ty was saying, he was saying, why is the Cee Dee there with them doing training camp? You know what I'm saying? Involuntary training camp. You know, all that through the preseason, all that. So when we get to game one, it's like they off. Like, why they be off? Why do we start so slow?
No, hold on. But we got to stop this, man. We got to stop this narrative, because let me break this down, man. Last year, Cee Dee was holding out for his contract. Do we all agree on that? Okay. The year before that, Cee Dee balled out with that. So we're not going to talk about the all season, what they didn't do, because they set records together. Is that true, or did I make that up?
Well, what happened this season?
We're going back. That's what
you said we starting this season going forward. That's what you said.
I said as far as that go, we were talking about Cee Dee, right? That's what we was talking about. Cee Dee and Dak, right? Because you said Cee Dee ain't always out there. So what I'm trying to tell you, last year was because his contract. And the year before that, I don't care if he wasn't out there, because the way they came in there was balling. You know what I'm saying?
We started off slow because it was a hashtag spam Cee Dee, because our offense started off slow.
I agree with you. That's when Cee Dee Lamb went to him and said, I forgot what he went to him and said, but
because our offense was sputtering. Why was our offense sputtering?
But they balled out that year, right? Did they ball out together that year?
No, they didn't start balling until like midpoint of
the overall year. Did Cee Dee Lamb have a great year that year? That's the year that Dak Prescott was up for MVP. Is that right? Yes.
Man,
so they balled out.
People the one vote out of 99. Let's talk about why they start off slow, because that leads into the playoffs. We start off slow. I'm saying, why did they start off slow that season? Why was it a hashtag spam lamb in that season?
Because they wasn't going.
Always starting off slow.
I'm gonna answer your question. Because they wasn't treating, even though he's a number one wide receiver, they wasn't treating him like the number one wide receiver. So Cee Dee Lamb went to him and went to them and told him, hey man, I need the ball. And they started going to him and things changed. What do you think, Angry?
So were they treated like receiver by committee?
I'm not saying that.
Receiver by committee?
Bro, do you not remember that Cee Dee Lamb went to Mike McCarthy?
That's what I'm saying,
okay. After he did that,
why would it be a receiver by committee when you got Cee Dee when he's
I don't know.
Getting the ball early in the season?
All I'm telling you is what happened. I don't know why. I'm telling you what happened. He went to Mike McCarthy. Hey man, I need the ball. They start giving the ball. Things change. That's what happened. Andy, what's up, man? What you think?
Nah. As far as the video, let's go back to the video because I just think the debate is pointless. You know, it's nothing that you can build from to move forward with the Cowboys. And that's the main thing that we want to do is move forward, how this team can win moving forward. So he looked all right from the video. It's encouraging. It's encouraging to see that he's ahead of time, whether it was completely flapping off the bone or a little piece was off the bone. It was off the bone. So it's good to see that he's ahead of schedule, that he may be back for training camp with the Dallas Cowboys, and we can hopefully, score in this upcoming draft and better our position.
Hey, Hoodie Kush, you're not in no back room, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. Angry is you got somebody. He said I'm waiting in the back room, but to answer your question, ask Mike McCarthy why the offense started slow. You're not in the back room, bro. I don't see you.
Yeah, I don't have control over that.
Oh, now he is.
And that's my thing. Like, when players take accountability, coaches need to take accountability as well. The entire year, the entire regime when Mike McCarthy was here, that was my complaint. These guys start off way too slow. Why are we starting off slow? That's not going to work in the playoffs. These 3 and dones on the first drive. Come on, at least give me 3 points. That has been my gripe with Mike McCarthy being here. And I just think that may have to do with a scheme issue as opposed to a quarterback issue. Dak does have his damn faults. He does. There's times where I'm yelling at the TV at him like, yo, but your coach got to be able to coach.
The running scheme.
Steinheimer's scheme is going to be better than Mike McCarthy's, because when I saw the interview with Cooks with Clarence Hill Jr., he was saying that Schottenheimer's really not he's going to bring like a sprinkle of what he knows, but he's still going to keep Mike McCarthy's stuff. Like, why would he keep some of Mike McCarthy's stuff? We need something brand new. We need to get Mike McCarthy, because we need to get his stuff out.
That's not what he said.
Well, yes, he did. He said that.
That's not what he said.
All right, just look outside the box of that. What is Mike McCarthy's stuff? Mike McCarthy's stuff is a derivative of the West Coast offense. The West Coast offense is what Brian Schottenheimer ran. The Marty Ball was a derivative of that fast-paced timing offense. That's what he ran up in Seattle. He's bringing it to Dallas, so they pretty much know it. They know it. Just like the 49ers said, we knew what they were running because their West Coast offense, he's just going to bring that. I mean, it's continuity. You know what I'm saying?
Something new. We need something
different. You want me to? Okay. All right.
I think it is going to be something new because, as you all know, I wasn't a fan of the Shoddy hire. You know what I mean? But once I heard him speak, and I'm just going off what he said. You know what I mean? I don't know what he's going to do, but based off what he said, is he's going to mirror the passing and the run game. He's going to get back to the run game. Now, Mike McCarthy said he wanted to run the ball, but we know he didn't put emphasis on running the ball. So I believe that he's going to get back to running the ball. And I know a lot of y'all watch the Cowboy games, bro. Y'all be sitting at home like, oh, I know what's about to happen here. I know a play this year. And then some of the opposing teams came out and said we knew what they was getting ready to do. Do y'all remember that?
Zach Bourne said
we knew what they was getting ready to do.
When he hit Rico, when Zach Bourne hit Rico, Zach Bourne said, "Stop running that fucking play." And they ran it again. And they ran it again. They ran it again.
Yeah, so I do believe
they know
that
what's coming. They know what's coming.
Yeah. So Shoddy is gonna have a different. Well, I'm hoping that he comes in here and don't just because sometimes, bro, like football is almost like baseball, bro. You got to scheme to get that man on base, right? That's how I look at football, kind of. Like I want you to scheme your plays and know what you're doing, have a plan behind your play running. Sometimes it looked like Mike McCarthy was just calling plays, bro. Hey, run this one, run that one, run this. It was nothing behind it, bro. Like, why did you run that play? Are you setting up something down the line, or what was the point of that? You know,
it's crazy because in that run play that Zach Bourne told us to stop running that stupid ass play, that next play when they ran the same exact play, if that was a play action off of that, if there was just a small hint of a play, Jake Ferguson would have been down the field. Cee Dee would have been down the field. Even Tolbert would have been down the field. Even Tolbert, yeah, I'm going to give him a little bit of credit. Even Tolbert would have been down the field. Now I'm going to answer a few questions. There's a few questions that I heard. Number one, why did we start so slow? And we didn't really start get going until after the San Francisco game. Angry already said it. Scheme was the main reason why we started off slow. After that San Francisco game, and they put that whooping to us, you saw the scheme change just a wee bit.
So what you think the scheme was, Kush?
What do I think the scheme was?
Yeah, because
the scheme was the same scheme we had last year, the year before that, and the year before that, and the year before that, where he said, I want to run the ball. I want to run the ball. I want to run the ball. But he never ran the ball. He didn't give you. I'm pretty sure everybody on this panel has either played football, watched enough of it, or played Madden. And we all know at the same time, no matter what you do when you first start off the game, you got to give them something to show them something, and then show them the same thing, but change it up. There was no change. There was no evolution. We went from, I remember this was back in my listening to ESPN days. I remember when they would say, Dan Orlovsky would come out his mouth and say, they have no motion in their game. They have no pre-snap motion. Well, after that San Francisco game, you saw a lot of pre-snap motion. That's what I mean. Your scheme, coaching matters. Now, you're saying that JB, you asked, what do we think they're going to do better this year under Shoddy?
Yeah,
that's the difference.
You think you're going to bring a different scheme?
It's not about a different scheme. It's about doing those things that you know that another team isn't prepared for, like pre-snap motion, like marrying the run to the pass. Again, when Zach Bourne told us to stop running that dumbass play, and we ran it again and got stopped for -2 yards, all he had to do, if Mike McCarthy was smart enough, all he had to do was just play action off of it. We all know that Dak is, bar none, one of the best quarterbacks in the league on play action. So why not use that? All right, so they know we're running this play. I just heard him tell us to stop running this play. I'm going to run it again, but this time I'm going to run it off of play action. We've seen that for the past 4 seasons I'll say this. We've seen that when Kellen Moore was the offensive coordinator. We've seen that when Kellen Moore was.
Moore had a number 1 offense though for like 2 or 3 years he was there.
Hold on. Caveat to that, we also had a top 5 offense under Mike McCarthy, except for last year.
When? Oh, that was when Kellen Moore was there. He wasn't top 5 without Kellen Moore.
Kellen Moore left in 22. So 22, 23.
That offense was top 5, 23?
Yes.
Yeah.
And we didn't do shit in the playoffs.
MVP.
That's what
Yeah.
We led the league in points scored. Yes.
And that
Yeah,
shit
the
didn't
top
translate
five
to the playoffs, though.
Say it again.
It didn't translate to the playoffs.
Obviously.
We're
Because
just talking about. We're
we
just
all
talking
say
about
the same thing. We went home.
We went home.
This
Yeah.
is where, but that's where evolution comes in. That's where evolution. Look at how the Eagles won the Super Bowl. When Kansas City played defense on them, what were they looking for? Say it with me. Saquon Barkley. That's what they were looking for. They didn't care about the pass. They played the run the entire game.
Yeah, but the pass got him though.
And got
pass got him though.
Hey, hold on. I want to ask y'all a question. You know how we didn't want Kellen Moore? You remember how we all was like giving Kellen Moore out here? Do y'all feel some kind of way we didn't want Kellen Moore? He went right over there and won a Super Bowl?
No. Not at all. Here's why. He had a litmus test. He had a litmus test with the Chargers. Justin Herbert was supposed to be all world.
That wasn't a test for the Chargers, bro.
Stop it.
He had plenty of injuries on that team at the time. He didn't have Herbert for like full-time games, bro. That was his first year there. He didn't have this running.
One at a time, man. Y'all argue one at a time, bro. Let's all have a conversation, but one at a time. I don't want to argue and go back and forth like we always do, bro. Let's get some structure going, bro. Somebody say something you can rebuttal it or whatever, but let's keep it all cool, man. Hey, Angry, man. What up, bro? Do you feel a certain kind of way that Kellen Moore went over there and won a Super Bowl and we didn't want him?
No. I mean, he had his start with the Cowboys and, got good, went over to the Chargers, had a little down, but what it all comes down to is he got the experience. Now he has a Super Bowl. So congratulations to Kellen Moore, man. I ain't gonna hate on the man. Don't
Who knows?
Just wasn't. Yeah, just.
So what if he go over to the Saints and ball out?
Congratulations.
I need you to look me in my face, Junkie. I need you to look me in my face when I say this, Junkie. They don't have the weapons Philadelphia has. They don't have the defense Philadelphia has. They don't have an A.J. Brown and a Devontae Smith. They don't have a Saquon Barkley. Alvin Kamara is pretty much on his.
They got Alvin Kamara. They got
Alvin Kamara's on his last legs, bro. Alvin
Kamara. What he do to us then?
Dogged us though. He dogged us.
Okay. What did he do to us? What did he do to us? He ran. Like every other running back in the league, ran ruckshot over us. But what did he do after that?
I don't know, man. I think y'all said y'all kind of trying to get Kellen Moore's props, bro. I don't know about that.
I'm gonna answer for me.
He won a Super Bowl.
I'm gonna answer for me.
I mean, it's like every coach or somebody go through and improve and do better from what the quarterback we have on our team. I'm like, how do these coaches, Quinn went to the NFC Championship with a rookie quarterback. Kellen Moore went over there. We don't want him. And he gonna win a Super Bowl. Now he got a head coach. I'm like, why are the coaches here? They seem to fail, but when they go somewhere else,
because Kellen Moore goes to a team that will get him a Saquon Barkley. Because Dan Quinn will go to a team that's in the middle of starting over and get him whatever he needs. This is one of the reasons why I say that it comes from the top down. Is because if your top ain't Super Bowl caliber, how can we expect our players to be Super Bowl caliber?
No, I agree. But another thing about Kellen Moore is I don't put up. See, only thing about I think we have problems with it's like we dividing, right? And I think a lot of it is some people look at the team and some people look at Dak Prescott. I'm not talking about just JB. I'm talking to a lot of people that just look at that. See, when I look at our failures, bro, a lot of people look at the failure as far as Super Bowl. And I agree, bro. I want to get to a Super Bowl and win a Super Bowl. But I don't think it's just like you just was sorry if you don't win. You know what I mean? Like I don't look at it like that, bro. You know what I mean? I don't blame Dak for just everything because I know Dak is like the most public figure on the Cowboys base, basically, bro. So he get all the blame. And if the Cowboys go out there next season, let's just say hypothetically they go out there next season, bro, and they go to a Super Bowl, they go to an NFC Championship or whatever, bro. And Dak he have 2 interceptions, maybe 200 yards, but they win the game. Dak gonna get a lot of the credit. So I understand why he get a lot of the blame. I get it, bro. Like the quarterback get all the blame. You know what I'm saying? And he get all the credit. So I get it. But I don't just put everything on him, man. I'm not there. I'm not there yet. I'm like Angry, bro. Angry said yesterday, he's not there yet, and I'm not there yet. JB is there already. I think Kush, I don't think he there yet. Ty, I don't think he there yet. You know what I'm saying? Some of us is there, some of us not.
I'm a Cowboy. I see it like this, right? I've been doing this so long. I've been doing this so long with this team. Nothing surprises me anymore. So I'm one of those even keel, the I don't give a Cowboy. You know what I'm saying? I'm still gonna rock my star daily. You know what I'm saying? I work in Philadelphia. I work around nothing but Pigeons fans. You know what I mean? So I get it on a daily. I don't know how many of y'all get it on I get it on a daily. And I'm cool with these people. Like, I wake up and have to call my brother who looks just like me, who's a damn Pigeons fan. And every fucking time I got to hear it from him. So I'm more even keeled. I'm like, all right, whatever happens, happens. If now I may see some things that other people don't see, and I'll speak on it, like the whole linebacker situation we got going on. But we'll touch on that momentarily. I'm not one of those dudes who's like, because we haven't won a Super Bowl in 30 years, it's all doom and gloom. There's teams that's never been to one. There's teams that's never seen one.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Right? Let's meet in the middle. Let's meet in the middle. We're gonna go around. We're gonna go around so we keep it all organized. We're gonna start with Angry because it's me and Angry show. I don't want to put him all out. You know what I mean? You know, I want to make sure Angry stay involved, man. Right? So we're gonna start with Angry.
He ain't got no other choice.
We're gonna start with Angry. We're gonna start with Angry. I want to meet in the middle somewhere, bro. Though something that we can all like almost agree on, right? Angry fan. You know, me and you are probably I ain't gonna say the most Dak supporters in the culture or in the, you know what I mean? But me and you, we ride for Dak. Everybody know that. I ain't no apologist. You know what I mean? We ride for Dak no matter who come against him. He our quarterback. We rock out, right?
Dakota Prescott all day.
Let me ask you a question. Is there something that Dak Prescott can do to put you to where certain fans are, like JB? JB is kind of off of Dak already. So is it a certain situation that Dak can do within this contract that'll have you where JB at, or where some of the other Cowboy fans is at already on Dak Prescott?
If his play in the playoffs, if his play in the regular season resembles his play in the playoffs, that's when I will get off the train.
I don't know what you mean by that. Explain that.
So people say he's a deer in headlights. He can't get it done. He looks bad and he throws multiple interceptions. If he's doing that all through the regular season and you see a noticeable regression, like, man, he is regressing. Like, I mean, not even putting the weight of the world on his shoulders. I'm just talking about from quarterback intangibles. If he's regressing, then it's okay. Like, because right now his health is kind of regressing, so you got to have that talk in the future at the quarterback position for the Cowboys, you know. But it's having that talk. Not
so let me be devil's advocate for you, Angry, right? Jerry Jones go out and let's say he pick up Keenan Allen in free agency. He go and get a running back in the draft. He go and get a wide receiver in the draft. So now he don't fortify the offense, the skill positions, basically. He kind of, let's say he tweaked the offensive line to make it, you at a 4 right now, offensive line, I believe. So let's say he get it to a 7. You know what I'm saying? And then he do something to the defense side of the ball. And Dak Prescott go out there, we make the playoffs, but he get bounced in the first round like always. Are you off of that?
Bro, I am like this. Y'all, we make it to the playoffs, get bounced in the first round with a year 1 coach. I'm good with it. I'm looking at it like this. With Brian Schottenheimer, with Dak Prescott, both having 4 years on their contracts, you guys now have 4 years to get us a Super Bowl. I mean, am I expecting a Super Bowl every single year? No. By no means am I expecting that. I'm expecting you during your tenure as a Dallas Cowboy, Brian Schottenheimer, Dak's last contract, maybe get us a Super Bowl.
Okay. One more question for Angry, and then we're gonna move to Ty, and we're gonna go to JB and Kush.
Before you ask your question, that was crazy. You put that up there. That's crazy. You put that up there.
Oh yeah, hey Michelle, hey, I like the show. I'm not watching because JB get on my. Hey, I like the show, but JG he cool, man. JB has his own opinion.
Cool,
you know, what I mean? He has his own. I don't agree with him. You know what I mean? I don't agree with him, but JB has his own opinion, and I ain't gonna get up here and high side on him. You know what I'm saying? Because like I always tell y'all, I got JB number behind the scenes and stuff too, so I ain't gonna get him on my show and high side on him. You know what I mean? Everybody know I agree with his shit. You know, everybody know I think he's a hater. You know what I mean? But anyway, angry. Dak Prescott has 2 more years. He ball out, like he have good numbers. I mean, but he don't get to the NFC Championship. Do you sign him again, or do you just say I'm done with Dak Prescott? Get him up out of here. I've seen enough, and then we're gonna go to Ty.
2 years.
Do you resign him? Do you resign him?
In 2 years, I'm drafting his replacement. Okay. No matter what he does in the last 4 years of his contract, I am drafting a replacement. If he wants to sign a 1-year contract after that, so be it. 1 year guaranteed, but I'm not going to go into another 4 years with this guy.
Okay.
I love Dak to death, but when you're getting 4 years, it's going to be 36.
Now, by then it might be more, bro. You know what I mean? The NFL keep going up. You know what I'm saying? Now, before we move on to Ty, I want to ask JB. JB, are you comfortable with angry fans? The end of that, like he don't resign him. You good with that?
I mean, that's angry how he feel, man. I can't.
Okay, we're gonna get to you then. Ty, same question for you, bro. What does Dak Prescott have to do for you to be like, man, I'm done with this dude? Because you're Dak Prescott.
If you don't put a team around him, he's gonna fail. That's been my whole thing the whole time.
But listen, Ty, hold on, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna let you land your plane, bro. Hold on, no, right? But I started off this by saying Jerry Jones went out and got him a wide receiver in free agency. Keenan Allen, I said Keenan Allen. We use that for example. He went out and got him a free agency. A draft. He drafted a wide. Let's just say Ted. Let's use Ted for example. He went out and got Ted. Everybody wants Jenny, right? He went out and got Jenny, running back, and then whatever he did in the draft. Now, what does Dak Prescott have to do for you to get off of him?
Just be efficient. That's all I need him to do. Hand the ball off.
No, that's not the question. That ain't the question, though. That ain't the question. I'm asking you, what does Dak Prescott have to do for you to lose, like, support? Like, you'll get on my show and be like,
support? For me not to rock with Dak anymore? If he keep throwing the games, if I feel like he's not getting over the hump, no matter what we're doing, he's not getting over the hump. That's when I'll be like, I'm done with him. Let's get his replacement in here. But I just don't see that though. But that's me. You know what I mean? If he can't get over the hump, and they did everything they could do to build a good team around him, then I'm like, I got to come to reality. Like, he ain't it.
All right. But some people, but Ty, this is not me rebutting you. I'm just going off what people say. So if somebody told you, hey, well, Ty, you said that they gave him all this and he didn't get it done. Some people would say they have gave him that and they didn't get it done. What do you say to that?
No. I don't believe that.
Oh, you don't believe it? Okay. Cool. So basically they got to give Dak his help, and then he don't get it done, then you be off of Dak. I got you. JB, This should be interesting. What up, JB? I don't even know how to ask you the question because you already off of Dak. So maybe we need to revise the question. Let's revise the question.
I got to answer his question. I mean, his statement. He said they ain't did nothing for Dak. And bro, that is not true, man. That is not true. You cannot say they didn't do.
JB, hold on.
Are you kidding me?
We gonna hold on, bro. We gonna keep it structured.
You can't say that with no straight face,
hold on,
man. Hold on, be a Cowboy fan.
JB, hold on.
I'm not picking on Dak this time.
No. But listen, JB, hold on, JB. We gotta
even about that.
Okay, cool. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep it structured though, right? We got to change the question a little bit for you. You know, like you order food, you going to a wedding. Some people don't eat seafood. You gotta order them something else. So we gotta order you something else on this topic. Let me ask you a different question. What does Dak Prescott have to do this coming season for JB to get on here and be like, hey man, he did his thing? What is he? He
gotta get to an NFC championship game, bro.
Okay, so if he get to an NFC championship game and lose, you'll get on here and say, you know what, he did his thing. He's not the reason we lost.
I wouldn't say that. I'll just be like, okay, maybe he done changed something and he got to an NFC championship game. If he win it, shit, I ain't got nothing to say. Period. But he got to do that for me, bro. For me to be like, he got to do that. Because you got to be real, my guy. You can't say that with a straight face that Jerry Jones ain't putting no weapons around that guy. Do you agree with that, Kush? Do you agree with that, Angry, that he didn't have no weapons to succeed?
That's gonna start a debate, man. Hold on, that's gonna start a whole debate. That's gonna start a whole debate. We're not doing this. That's because
I ain't got nothing to say to that.
That's
the button.
Well, basically,
hey, JB, let me ask you a question before we move. Hey, JB, let me ask you a question before we move to Kush. We're gonna move to Kush after this. Let me ask you a question, right? Let's say, for example, Dak make it to the playoffs, wild card game.
No, that ain't enough. That ain't enough.
Hold on. You didn't let me finish.
My bad. Go ahead, my bad.
Let's say he make it to a wild card game. Dak Prescott go out there in a wild card game. He playing against, I don't know, San Francisco or let's not say San Francisco. Philly, Washington. He played against Washington in a wild card game. Dak go out there. He have 345 yards, no interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But at the last minute, the game on the line, 2 minutes left in the game, the defense give up a touchdown and lose the game. Is that Dak Prescott fault? I'm asking. I'm just asking. Do you still give him props because he's not the reason we lost, or do you still blame that Dak Prescott for that?
I'm not blaming him specifically, but I'm not saying it. It wasn't his fault. Okay, it's a moral victory type shit because the narrative is that the defense caused us all our playoff losses.
Hold on, but you didn't listen to what I said though. You didn't listen to what I said.
If the defense gave up like the defense gave up.
No. We ain't talking about no pass game. I'm talking about this coming season.
If the defense give up in the last seconds of the game, if the defense
no. That's not what I'm saying. I said specifically, Dak went out there. Let me finish. Dak went out there, wild card game. He had 345 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions. You know what I'm saying? But the defense gave it up I'm not trying to put the blame on the defense. I'm just trying to see what do I have to do? What does he have to do? Do you still blame him for not getting over the hump? If he played a good game, no interceptions, you know what I mean? No turnover, no fumbles, 345 yards, 3 touchdowns. That's a good game for a quarterback. And then the defense gave it up. Do you still blame Dak for that?
I mean, I say he played a good game, but
so you blame him. So you blame him.
I don't blame him like he was the 100% reason, but I'm not gonna be like, it was just the defense fault. I mean, that's what you asked. If you ask me, basically what you asked me is if it was Dak or the defense. But basically, that's been the narrative the whole time. That has been the defense.
I ain't talking about no narratives though. In some of those games, Dak Prescott threw interceptions. I just told you he threw none. He wasn't the reason for this loss. Let me answer the question. Maybe it'll help.
What if he didn't make a play though? That he should have made it. And it was.
I didn't say no if. I said we made the playoffs. I didn't say no ifs. I was giving you
in the game. Even though he didn't throw an interception, but he did. What if he overthrew a pass that would have been?
Let's say he had a good game. Let's say he had
has to be 100% perfect. He has to be 100% perfect. How I was saying this is, what if Dak Prescott threw 357 yards passing, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and we lost the game? Forget the defense, blah, blah, blah. We lost the game. You look at his quarterback rating 117, stuff like that, 71% completion percentage.
So it's about more victories then?
No, I was just asking a question. I was basically like segueing off what they said because they're all Dak Prescott supporters. You're not. So I was trying to see what does he have to do to get you on board. But anyway, what's up, Kush? Hey, I'm gonna ask you the same question.
Man.
What do
before we even start, man? What's up with the panel? How's everybody tonight?
Hey, we good, bro.
He's had good games in the regular season and we lost, just like that Philadelphia game.
I didn't say regular season, no. I didn't say regular. I said playoffs.
Playoff games.
Hold on, JB. Hey, Kush, you a Dak Prescott. I just want to ask you a question. I want to know. You a Dak Prescott supporter?
Have it.
Yes, what does Dak Prescott have to do to get you where JB at?
Throw 7 interceptions.
What?
And 1 playoff game. And be
7?
And be the absolute reason we lost.
Hey, that's a little extreme, bro.
That's absolute reason we lost. No, it's not. No, it's not. I'm going to tell you why it's not extreme. I'm going to tell you why it's not extreme because a defense giving up 42 points in a playoff game ain't extreme.
I told you the defense. That's why you can't.
A defense giving up 42 points in a playoff game isn't extreme. I don't care how many interceptions you throw. Brad Johnson won a Super Bowl. Brad Johnson. Who is Brad Johnson? A Super Bowl winner, we know that much. But I'm going to tell you, Dak has to be insanely bad for me to get off board. I am personally vested in.
All right. Kush, you know you're the homie, right? You know you're the homie, but I gotta be fair. I gotta keep it real. Dak Prescott, wild card game against Washington. Dak Prescott throw for 3, let's say 500 yards.
Okay.
He throw for 500 yards. No interception.
Tony Romo, Denver game.
No, hell no. I gotta give it. I gotta come at you, bro, because you're gonna say I ain't being fair. Dak Prescott throw for 500 yards, wild card game, 500-yard game for Dak Prescott, no interceptions. You know what I'm saying? All that. We get the ball back. 2 minutes left in the game. We need a touchdown to win the game. He don't throw an interception. He throw an interception. Are you off of that?
I'm not off of him, but that shouldn't have been.
But he's the reason. He's the reason we lost.
Definitive reason. If we're down 3 and all we need to do is get in field goal range and he throws an interception, I'm gonna treat him just like I treated Tony Romo. Come on, Dak. Come on, man. You gotta be better than that.
But next season you're gonna be. But next season you're gonna be back on it. You're gonna be back on it.
I'm never going to. I was never off of Tony Romo. I was never off of John Kitna. I don't know how much I could strap. I am a cowboy. I am a cowboy. I'm a quintessential cowboy. I've seen the worst of days. This is nothing compared to Quincy Carter. This is nothing. Okay.
Right. I got you. Hey, hold that thought. Hold that thought real quick. I gotta look out for the homie Angry. Angry, this for you, bro.
Appreciate you, the lunatic. Appreciate you, man, for the $2 super chat. Dak does those numbers, and I blame the defense. And see, that's one of my things, because I was actually in the middle of writing bullet points and stuff about a video about this. I look at this as a 53-man roster. Every single person, every single man bringing their talents, what they are drafted for, what they're brought to the team for, to display their talents at the best of their ability. I believe that will show statistically as well. You see it happening with Micah Parsons, Cee Dee Lamb, Dak Prescott. You know, even people said Rico Dowdle got over 1,000 yards with a busted O-line. That was his work that he was putting in. So if all the people that you bring to this team are able to put in maximum effort, then we may get somewhere, you know. And I will give Dak Prescott his, you know, I'll give him his flack for those 2 San Francisco games, because I left those 2 games saying, Dak, you couldn't have got us one more. You couldn't have got us one more. You know, I'll give it to you, because I left that second San Francisco 49ers game saying, Dak, you couldn't have slid earlier. You know, but the other games, no, I just can't. I can't say that we're a quarterback away from even the playoffs right now. Yeah. I can't even say that.
Let me tell you what we are. We are a strong unit away from a deep playoff run. A strong unit, whether it be on defense or on offense.
How about we like D tackle or you know, away. Some hogs in the middle on that D line. How about that?
Now you're talking. Thank you, JP. Now you're talking.
Ben needed that.
I want those big bodies. Good, Angry. What was you gonna say, Angry?
No, I mean that's what I'm saying. Like the heart of that defense, something that we have missed for what 4 to 5 years.
They won't
We
spend
have not been able to stop the run for that long.
spend the
And
money. Spend the money.
top
All these
down.
teams spend money. Draft
All right,
high pick.
Okay, so
Where the money at, though? Where the money at?
Hey, I got a question for y'all. Somebody put it in the chat. Sorry if I missed it. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Give me a second.
Thank you, D Lunatic. Yo, appreciate the super chat, man.
Second. I don't see it, but shout out to whoever sent it. Do you guys believe that Cee Dee should put Dak Prescott in a hurry up offense?
I heard that he succeeds. You know that Cee Dee said that he likes the hurry up offense because it's more of a backyard football style of offense for Dak Prescott, and they succeed in that way. So, and when you watch it, the hurry up offense is effective, especially if you can get a running back in this upcoming draft or get a running back in free agency, wherever. Well, free agency sucks right now.
Hey, you know what? Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm about to start some shit real quick, man.
here we go. By the way, Junkie, you were a smooth criminal for that too. What you did?
What I do?
What I do? Smooth criminal.
What I do?
You asked Pi over here if they put a team around Dak, and you knew he was going to say something that was going to set him off. You knew it. You were
bro. No, listen. Let me tell you something, Kush. Let me tell you something, Kush. Right? I be trying to. I'm cool with healthy debates. I don't like the arguing, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to argue. JB don't gotta agree with me. JB the homie, bro. He don't gotta agree with me. But long as we keep it like just say JB can say I don't like Dak because of this. I'm good with that. I just don't like the Dak Prescott trash. Get him out of here. He asked. I don't like all that, bro. Explain me why you feel that way, and I'm good, bro.
Right.
You know, I'm good with that.
Right.
He don't gotta agree with me. He don't gotta agree with me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool, but I'm getting ready to start some shit though, right?
I know you are.
Hey, this how I feel right now. I don't give a damn, bro. And I'm not delusional. This how I feel, right? Take Dak Prescott accolades away. Just take everything you know about Dak Prescott and throw it out the trash. I don't believe that Dak Prescott is a top 2-3 quarterback in the league. I believe Patrick Mahomes is up there. I'm not gonna name all these other quarterbacks because they ain't did shit neither, right? I'm gonna put Patrick Mahomes there. I'm not gonna say he better than everybody else, but I'm not gonna put everybody else up there because they ain't won shit. You know what I'm saying? But if the game is on the line and we need a touchdown, Dak Prescott is one of the best quarterbacks in the league. I don't give a fuck I don't care who you name. Name him. He the best quarterback in the league. 2 minutes left in the game. I got all my faith in Dak. Let me tell y'all something, then I'll give y'all the floor. I know it's a regular season game, but the playoff game, the regular season game we played this past season against Pittsburgh, when Dak Prescott got the ball back, I called my homie. You can go, I did a video on it. I called my homeboy, hey, bro, better 100 Dak win this game. And I got that 100. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not saying he the best in the league, but with 2 minutes left on the game in the clock, and we need a score, I take Dak Prescott over everybody in the whole goddamn NFL except Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, I mean that.
What you been smoking, bro?
Hey, hold on. Before y'all answer that, before y'all get on that, I want to give Angry D Lunatic.
Yeah, D Lunatic, $2 super chat again. Appreciate you, bro. $35 million in cap space. Let's load up and draft best player available.
How you gonna sign Micah and Bland? And
see,
how you
but the
gonna
thing
sign
is
those
with
guys?
this $35 million salary cap space, you sign Michael Parsons, you free up even more salary cap space.
True. 19 million.
Yeah, it doesn't count against this when you add to it.
You free up more space. Hey, D Lunatic, don't go nowhere. We're gonna get into that. If everybody got time, we're gonna get into that. But I want to ask y'all, am I tripping or am I delusional? 2 minutes left on the clock. Is Dak Prescott the best quarterback? I ain't gonna say the best. Let me reword it. Is he one of the best quarterbacks with 2 minutes left on the clock? You need,
I'll let y'all answer first because I got something to say. Go ahead.
You need a score. Angry. We're gonna start with Angry. It's me and Angry show. We're gonna start with Angry. Angry, is your boy tripping? Because me and Angry don't agree on everything, whether y'all know it or not. Is your boy tripping? Am I tripping, Angry? Let's say top 5. Let's say top 5.
Because it goes hand in hand. That hurry up style offense that they love to run and they're considering running. That's the 2-minute offense. So. Right. I wouldn't give him he's certainly not the best, but I will give him fringe 5. I'll give him fringe 5. Yeah.
Hey, Angry,
I got something for you.
Hey, Angry. I'm gonna put you on the spot real quick. We're gonna move the tie. We're gonna take Patrick Mahomes out of this. Who would you put over Dak with 2? You need a touchdown, or you need a field goal, whatever. Who you put over him with the quarterbacks in the league right now? I ain't saying that he's better than him. I'm talking about that you got faith in to go down the score with 2 minutes left in the game.
Super faith without Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah.
Joe Burrow.
Okay.
I got faith in Josh Allen.
Okay.
I got faith in Lamar Jackson.
I don't know about Lamar Jackson.
I do have faith in Lamar Jackson and the team he had last year. Yeah, I got faith in that.
All right, 2 minutes there. Okay, that's your opinion.
See,
now you thinking. Matt Stafford?
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
Hurts. With the team he has this past year? Yeah. I can.
Yeah, I'm about to say, what team is Dak on when he's doing this 2-minute offense?
That's the question.
Not the last. No. Just pick.
Just him, period. It ain't about the team. Just his play, period.
Nah, he gotta have weapons though. He can't have Tolbert and all them out there like last year, bro. Hey, I say to you before.
We talking about
I said 23 season. 23 season.
Okay, you talking about 23 season?
Yeah, when him and Cee Dee was balling.
Cooks, right? Yeah, Cooks too, didn't he?
Cooks and Tolbert.
23 season. We go 23 season. We go to latest season.
We had Lambs and Cooks, right? 23.
Yeah,
right?
Cook, Pollard. Yeah.
No,
Cooks pissed me
off. Wide receiver. Yeah, Lamb and Cooks, right?
Yeah.
Cooks pissed me off. I'm sorry.
Hey, Ty.
Different with 5 different quarterbacks.
Hey,
I'm looking at some numbers right now. Hey,
Ty, hold on. I'm gonna get to you, Kush. Hey, Ty.
Quarterback you didn't have 1,000 yards with.
Am I tripping? Here you go. Am I tripping, or is Dak Prescott the top 5 in 2-minute offense? Need a score.
You tripping?
You can say I'm tripping if you want to, bro. Just you can call me delusional. It's all good.
He has one of the better comeback rates. What I can say to you, he's one of the best comeback quarterbacks. I got to give Dak his flowers for that. He's one of them. But I also don't see him get botched. I'm sorry. I don't see him get botched in the 2 minutes too. He ain't know where to throw that thing. You know what I mean? But yeah, Dak is one of the best. But top 5, I don't know about top 5.
So who you putting over him? Don't say Patrick Mahomes. We eliminated
current quarterbacks. Are we talking current quarterbacks?
Yeah, current. We ain't talking about Tom Brady and all them. We talking about current quarterbacks.
Like he was just saying, Josh, Burrow, Matt Stafford. I like Lamar. I like Lamar too.
Hey, but hold on. I'm with Lamar. I'm with Lamar. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm with Lamar, but I don't think the chat about to kill me, man. Because they're gonna say I'm tripping. But forget it, man. Hey, listen. I personally, I'm gonna speak for myself. I don't believe Lamar Jackson is a better thrower of the football than that. I'm not saying better. I'm not saying better. I'm saying I don't believe he's a better thrower. I said 2-minute drill. You need a touchdown. That means you kind of got to throw the ball. So
I don't got better. Lamar don't got better.
I don't care, Lamar, bro. He got better. He did get better, bro.
He got better, man.
He did get better, but you think Lamar is a better?
His teammates been messing it up for Lamar.
Yeah.
Zay Flowers in the playoffs. Zay Flowers, that was a touchdown. Dude, first game of the season against the Chiefs, the toe tap. Lamar put the ball on him. That was on the receiver. That wasn't on Lamar. Lamar put the ball where it's supposed to be at. So I can't keep saying Lamar not a good passing quarterback.
I got you.
He's
Hey,
putting
so
it on.
I got to get to these super chats, but before I get to them, I'm gonna ask you this: do you believe that Lamar Jackson's not talented wise, not better quarterback? Do you believe he's a better thrower of the football than Dak Prescott? Yes or no? Just yes or no.
Yeah.
Even with him getting better, just yes or no.
Probably not all the way better yet, but
yes or no, bro. You in the courtroom. Hey, bro, you ever been in a court? Bro, hold on, Ty. You ever been in a court? Listen, bro, Ty. You ever been in a courtroom, bro? They don't let you say all them explanations. They ask you, hey, Your Honor, can you tell the plaintiff or the defendant to answer yes or no? I'm asking you a yes or no question. Do you believe he a better thrower of football than Dak Prescott? Yes or no?
Dak is a better thrower. We'll put it out there.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to some of these super chats and we're gonna lock back in. Drew 199 super chat. What up though? He said, you bugging, junkie. Hey, you crazy, man. Hey, I believe that, bro. I believe that Dak Prescott is I didn't say the best. I said one of the best quarterbacks. I mean, in top 5 in 2-minute offense. I believe that, bro. He showed us that in the Pittsburgh game, which I ain't gonna give us credit for that because that's in a regular season. And before that, Dak Prescott had one of the top comeback rates in the whole NFL. So we ain't, I'm just keeping it real,
He
man.
always behind, bro. He always behind.
15 fourth quarter.
For Angry. Go ahead, Angry.
Go ahead, Angry. Go ahead. Read off what I'm about to tell him.
Go ahead, Angry. That's you. That's you,
All
Angry.
right, and JB to sign Micah doesn't take away from the 35 million you sign him and gives him, I can't even see that, you 10, 12 more. If you sign Micah Parsons, pretty much it doesn't take away from the salary cap. It gives you 10 to 12 million more on the salary.
He don't have a cap hit. He don't have a cap hit coming next season.
This year would be his. I believe last year would have been his 5th year. No, this year coming is
this
his
year's
5th year option.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
So
he don't have a cap hit.
What they're gonna probably do is they're
gonna have a cap hit, but it's not.
They're gonna play it out. They're gonna probably play it out, bro, and franchise tagging, bro.
Well, you can.
They're probably gonna do, bro.
They can give you a contract, and once that contract starts, obviously they prorate it throughout the years that you're there. They can prorate a little bit here for the first year, then sprinkle all that through the rest of the remaining years, even the void years at the end of the contract.
Yeah.
So I think that's what they're going to do. That's what they're planning to do to get that $12 million in cap space.
The thing I don't. This is what confused us about the Cowboys, man. Hey, shout out to Marcus for the super chat. Oh, we got a legend in the building. You know what I'm saying? Cowboy fan talk. Salute to you, man. Hey, Cowboy fan talk, bro. If you ain't doing nothing, man, pull up for about 5 minutes, bro. I know you're busy. If you ain't doing nothing, man, go on and pull up on us for about 5 minutes. You ain't doing nothing. Hey, but the reason I don't like the Cowboys, bro, is because they do things like unorthodox. Like most teams free up cap space to make moves. The Cowboys free up cap to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Now, me as a Dak Prescott supporter, I'm a supporter of Dak Prescott. But if you're gonna restructure his contract to not do nothing with it, you might as well eat the contract. I keep saying this all the time. Why free up all this money to just sign depth and roster players? That don't even make sense.
So,
Angry.
So what if you with this money that you got with this 35 mil, what if you sign Micah Parsons, you free up that 12 mil in order to sign Tyler Smith and DeRon Bland for next year?
Which also gives you more money onto your cap space, which actually adds more money to your cap space. That's what that does.
They're not going to use it.
Whether they use it or not, that's not the point, right? Here's the point of it. What the Cowboys are doing right now, which they already told you, which Jerry already told you was a part of his 2-year plan. Okay, they didn't know Mike was leaving until Mike left, so then they brought in Shoddy. The plan was to go ahead and push all their chips in later instead of now. Everybody wanted them to go all in now. when they still wanted to sign Dak, sign Cee Dee, and get Micah in the building. Now they secured a spot with Odigizua. You know what I'm saying? Their plan is to grab your depth now, which we lost a lot of after the 2023 season, and we had very little in the 2024 season, which is why you saw us go the worst that we've been in 5 years, 7-10. Now what they're doing is replenishing the depth. So that way, once they play in their free agency, like they're going to do, like they normally do, and after June 1st cuts, let's not forget about those. That's what most of that money was freed up for. And yeah, they are going to roll some of it over because we know who Catboy is. Why do you think we got depth at the most $6 million? That's the most we've spent. The most money that we spent on a single player was $6 million. It's not 8. It's 8 with incentives, but it's $6 million. You know what I'm saying?
That's
the most.
Hold on. Let me get to this super chat real quick because I don't want them to build up, bro. Hey, it's all good, Cowboy fan talk, bro. Hey, handle your business, bro. Enjoy your night out with your lady, bro. You know what I'm saying? If you come in, we still on, man. Hop on. Let me get on this super chat, man. Angie, she says, where does the panel rank Jalen Squirt?
Jalen Squirts.
Oh my goodness. Hey. All right, we gotta answer it. Hey man, somebody super chat. We gotta answer it. I ain't gonna say Squirts. I'm gonna say Jalen Hurts, but I ain't gonna say Squirts. But y'all know what she's saying. Where does the panel
Squirts all the time?
Where does the panel? He a Super Bowl champion, bro. So we gotta put some respect. He got to put some respect on his name, bro.
He's top 5.
So he's top 5. Where's the panel rank Jalen Squirts? We starting with Angry.
Man,
let's say 1 through 10. Let's say put him somewhere top. He's top 5, top 10. What do you put him at?
I'll do the 1 out of 10. I ain't gonna put him in top 10.
11.
I'll probably give him a 7.
So he the 7th. So he the 7th best quarterback in the league.
No,
I think that's what she's asking. I think that's what she's asking though. Where did the panel rank? I think she's asking amongst all quarterbacks. Okay. So you
amongst all quarterbacks.
I think that's what she's asking. Angie, I think that's what you're asking. But if it's not, you can let me know. I think that's what she's asking though.
So let's see.
You don't got to name him. Is he top 5, top 10, top 15?
I mean, oh yeah, he's definitely top 10.
Hey, I'm about to put Angry on the spot. Do you take Dak over Hurts right now?
Of course, he's my quarterback.
Okay, cool. All right, Ty, where do you rank Jalen Hurts?
I would say, to me, honestly, since he won the Super Bowl, I give him 9.
9?
I give him about top 9.
Top 9. Okay. JB, where do you rate rank Jalen Hurts?
I think Jalen Hurts is a winner, man. I gotta put him in top 5, bro. That man
top
won
5?
a Super Bowl. He won a Super Bowl without a run game. I gotta give him credit for that, bro.
Without a run game?
What?
I was with you until you said that.
But yeah, bro.
I said in the Super Bowl.
Yo, that's his super
I said in the Super Bowl.
Like, yo, listen.
He shut that run game down in the Super. They did shut the run game down.
Okay. The way you put it is like they had absolutely 0 run game, and they didn't have to worry about the run game.
How many yards did he run for?
They worried about the run game.
Bro, hey, JB, you a football fan. You know some people is put on the field as distractions, bro. Look what he did all year.
How many yards? Somebody answer that question.
67 yards.
Hey, your answer is top 5. We get it.
And that defense was crazy.
We talking about that man. He went out there in the Super Bowl without a productive run game and won the Super Bowl, bro.
Don't do that.
He had a productive run game.
67 yards rushing. When we had that run game in the playoffs, y'all said Dak didn't have no run game.
He didn't have a run game in the Super Bowl.
You know what we said. Listen. You said top five. I agree with you.
If you're a real football fan and you're a fan of what's real, bro, you got to give that man some respect, bro.
I did.
Because you said without a running game in the Super Bowl, y'all be saying the same thing, man.
Hey, we got it. Hey, he said JB's answer is top five. You should have left it at that without the run game situation. Hey, Hoodie, what do you rank Jalen Hurts?
67 yards.
Be real. I'm biased.
Honestly, like given the metrics of where we put people at, like we got Patty Mahomes at 1 because he wins Super Bowls. You got Matt Stafford in that top 5 because he wins Super Bowls. I mean, Justin Herbert, Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson ain't won the Super Bowl. Jalen Hurts did, so he's top 5.
Top 5. I kind of agree with you, bro. People ain't gonna believe me, but I think Jalen Hurts is top 5. You know what I mean? Like I put him over Josh Allen, bro.
Can I say something real quick? He won a Super Bowl, man. It's
Patrick Mahomes.
I can't give him 5.
Dak Prescott and Jalen Hurts. Not for
Let me say something real quick.
Yeah.
Jalen Hurts ran for 72 yards and a touchdown. Saquon Barkley ran for 25 times for 57 yards, right? But he had no run game. He is the run game.
Right. That's Jalen Hurts. He's a dual threat. That's why he's top 5.
He won it without a run game. He is the run game.
I'll give you top.
the reason. That's my point. It was Jalen Hurts. We're talking about Saquon. Y'all talking about running back from the run. You talking about the run game from the running back position. He only had 57 yards.
Hold on. I'll give him top 5 though, bro. Hey, listen, JB, hold on, bro. I don't think we're going against what you're saying when you said they don't have a run game. I think what we're saying is they had a run game. It's just that they went into the game to stop it. It's not like they didn't have one. Their defensive plan was to stop it, so they had one.
Have it in the Super Bowl. He did
all right, cool.
He ran for 57 yards in the playoffs. Y'all said that wasn't a run game.
They ran for over 100.
Okay, so he didn't have it in the Super Bowl. He had it every other game leading to the Super Bowl.
So when it
to the Super Bowl.
Game, though. The Super Bowl is
but the thing is, okay, yes, it's the biggest game.
Hey, one at a time, no arguing. Hold on, one at a time. No, we're not gonna argue. We're not one at a time. I'm gonna let you rebuttal angry. Hey, JB, I'm gonna let you rebuttal angry, but we gotta go. We just talking over each other. Go ahead, angry.
Nah, man.
Go ahead, angry.
Oh, bro.
Nah, it just threw me. That threw me off, man.
Okay, we got a super chat. Drew for the 199. He said that's Super Bowl MVP Hurts, your champ. Hey, Drew, I gotta give it to him, bro. He won a Super Bowl. I can't say nothing. You know what I mean? My guy ain't won one, so you got me there. You got me there.
That super team they built over there won the Super Bowl. The Georgia Bulldogs defense won the Super Bowl. Let's call it what it is, man.
Can't argue with that.
Y'all telling me honestly? Are y'all really telling me when Dak was a rookie and had that low contract, if the Joneses would have built the team like that, we couldn't have did the same damn thing?
Hey, I gotta ask y'all a question. This is a good statement right here. He said he won the Super Bowl without a run game. Eli Manning won 2 Super Bowls. Was he ever top 5?
Honestly, yeah, he has to be. He has to be.
So he's top 5.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's a Hall of Famer.
Who is?
Eli Manning.
That's another thing, bro. I don't see the Hall of Fame is getting watered down, bro. That's something else. The Hall of Fame is getting. Let me tell you something, bro. This is how I feel about Hall of Fame, bro. This is how I feel about Hall of Fame. If I can ask you if a person's a Hall of Famer and you got to think about it, he's not Hall of Fame, bro. If I tell you, bro, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy, bro.
He beat the Hall of Famer.
No, the defensive line. The defensive line beat the Hall of Famer.
Beat him twice.
Was he not?
No. They did it.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So we could give Jalen Hurts credit for winning this Super Bowl when we know the defense was a quintessential reason why they won that Super Bowl. But we're not going to give Eli credit.
Nah, bro. So Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer now? Hold on.
I just said he was a Hall of Famer.
So Jalen Hurts a Hall of Famer. He Hall of Famer right now because he beat Patrick Mahomes.
No, that has nothing to do with it. But no, see, Jalen Hurts didn't do it twice. Eli did.
No, his defense did it twice. You tripping, man.
Hey, man. Hey, man. Eli beat the Patriots when they had Randy on the team. They was undefeated, and they beat them in the Super Bowl. That counts.
And they getting in the playoffs.
Counts, bro.
He beat them dudes when it mattered.
Yeah.
It mattered. Them dudes was about to do what the Dolphins did, and Eli Manning and the Giants stopped them. Bro.
Hey, listen, bro. We about to get off. We about to get off the Eagles, bro. But I don't agree with y'all, bro. I don't agree with y'all. Eli Manning, ain't no Hall of Famer, bro. Eli Manning ain't no Hall of Famer.
Can I ask a question to the panel?
Yeah. Hold on. Before you do, let me get the super chat, JB. Then you next. I promise. I just want to get the super chats out the way. I forgot. My bad. Right here. Angie. Shout out for the super. Y'all giving the ops too much credit. Y'all acting soft.
Whoa,
bro. This is
hey, Hoodie, Angry, JB, and y'all acting soft. Well, not JB, but we acting soft, bro. Y'all giving too much props to the ops, man.
Disrespecting football,
man. Hey, shout out to Andy for the super chat. We got one more. Marcus. So Rex Grossman is the top QB to the Hall. See, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Bro, hey, listen, bro. Listen, if I can tell you, like if I say Jerry Rice, you don't got to think about that, bro. You know what I'm saying? If I say Tom Brady, you don't got to think about that. Okay. Yeah, if I say Aaron Donald, you don't got to think about that. When you say Eli Manning, bro, you have to think about that, bro. And if you got to think about it, he's not in the Hall of Fame, bro. He's just not, bro. The Hall of Fame. I don't care, man. The Hall of Fame it's people in the Hall of Fame that win no Super Bowls, so we can't use that as the only metric. We can't use that as the only metric. If I say Ray Lewis, you don't got to think about it, bro. See, the Hall of Fame. Listen, bro, it's great players that came through the NBA, the NFL. That's great players, but they not Hall of Famers, man. Hall of Famers mean you in a different era, you in a different stratosphere, bro. And Eli Manning ain't there, bro. Now his brother, Peyton Manning,
won too.
Listen, bro. Listen. His brother in the Hall of Fame, bro. Eli not. I don't give a damn what y'all say, man. That's how I feel.
Eli was making the playoffs. Okay. Did Eli put us out of the playoffs to go to the Super Bowl?
Nah, bro. If you got to think about it, he ain't there. Miss Matrix. Nah, you got to think about it. You ain't there, bro. The Hall of Fame is watered down, bro. You get a gold jacket for a reason, bro. You get a gold jacket for a reason, bro. You got to be like elite, like great, like all-time great, bro. You can't just get no gold jacket because you just won a Super Bowl. Hell nah, bro. So Brad Johnson.
Can I ask this one question about that?
Go ahead, man.
Hypothetically speaking, if Romo would have made it to that Super Bowl and beat the New England Patriots in that Super Bowl like Eli and them did, you wouldn't say Romo deserved to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, you gonna ask me a question, bro. If you gonna ask me a question, you gotta let me answer it. You know what I'm saying? It don't just go off of Super Bowl; it go off your regular season stats too, and all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a collective. It ain't just the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Eli Manning led the league in interceptions damn near every year. But you telling me, stop. Hey, Miss Matrix, shout out to Miss Matrix for the $2 super chat. She says, Hurt won a Super Bowl. So did Trent Difford. Is he top 10? Hey, you know what? Okay, Miss Matrix, Trent Difford, he a Hall of Famer. Trent Difford, a Hall of Famer. Based off these dudes, Hall of Famer.
No.
Let's
can I
be
ask
real
my
here.
question now, bro?
Let's be real here.
Can I ask my question?
That's your question.
All right. Okay.
Hey,
So
shout out to Miss Natures for the super chat. No, I don't believe he's top 10. Go ahead, JB.
So what we've been saying about the different quarterbacks and the team and what they've been on and who actually won the Super Bowl, we saying the Eagles defense won the Super Bowl for Jalen Hurts. We saying that the Giants defense won the bowl for Eli Manning. You know what I'm saying? So if that's like the blueprint, why aren't the Cowboys prioritizing our defense so we can win? Why do I hear some Cowboys saying that we need to do skill position when the blueprint has been showed, even with the Giants, with the Ravens, with the Eagles, most recently, that as y'all have been saying, it was the defense that won it. So why are we prioritizing these other positions and not the defense?
Well, I'll answer that question first, and we'll go around the panel. Hey, thank you, Miss Natures, for the super chat. The reason I think that we don't, first of all, Jerry Jones didn't win no Super Bowl based off defense. We had a good defense in the 90s, but we had the triplets. Them Super Bowls, what do you hear? Triplets, right? So we didn't do that. That was what other teams did, but we didn't do that. So I feel like we should go back to what we do. You know what I'm saying? We could get some triplets in here. Cee Dee Lamb, another wide receiver, and a running back. That's what I feel. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead, Hoodie.
It's all right. So I believe you. I'm with you right there. We should be able to prioritize our defense, right? But then there's always going to be someone who says, "Well, we need to change our quarterback because he ain't getting it done." I mean, if your defense gives up 40 some odd points in a playoff game and your quarterback is trying to force a comeback, then is it really like, don't you want to? I would want to give my quarterback everything he needs, since the narrative is he can't get it done.
Okay. I'm talking about the defense. I'm not even talking about that. I'm talking about the defense.
Hear me out. Right? Hear me out. Because since 2021, we've always had a top-rated defense up until last year. We've always had a top 5, top 8, fringe top 10 defense. You know what I'm saying? The problem is a lot of our depth left in 23. A lot of our depth left in 23. 23 was just, or the year after, the offseason of 23. Like everybody rolled out. They went to Washington and went to an NFC championship. That's the common denominator. You're right. Defense should be a focal point. It should be. But so should your offense. I mean, not only do the Eagles have a stout defense, very disciplined, they also have all-star wide receivers, an all-star running back.
Don't forget the tight end.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they still do have that. So why is it that we only have to mimic one part?
But y'all said the defense won it with all those skill positions you just named. Y'all give the victory to the defense. So
hey, bro,
hold on. Don't we prioritize our defense then? Regardless of y'all not giving the credit to the skill players. Y'all gave the credit. Hold on, man. Let me say it. Y'all gave the credit to the defense every time. So I'm saying the skill position didn't matter to y'all because y'all give the credit to the defense. So why don't we build our defense then? Because to me, what y'all saying is that's the reason why they won the Super Bowl. So why are we playing around with these other positions? That doesn't matter.
That's 3 teams. Bro, the NFL been around for how many years? You talking about 3 all you gonna do is name the Bucks, the Ravens, Denver, and Philly. That's 4 years. What about all them other years, bro?
That's off the top. But what was it saying? Defense win championships? Ain't that the same?
That's the same.
Okay.
Hey, Angry. You want to address what JB said?
But as far as I think there's a way of going into this. I figure there's a way. What? Oh, you headed out?
Yeah, I'm up out of here, man. Nice talking with you fellas, man. Go Cowboys. I listen to the argument. The rest of the argument. I'll let y'all, man.
All right,
bro. Have a good night. I don't know. I feel that there's a way in this upcoming draft, as well as using free agency, that you can deck out both sides of the ball, that you can get what you need on the offensive side of the ball, as well as getting what you truly need on the defensive side of the ball, i.e. defensive tackles. Whether you get one from free agency, which is, still going to be available after the draft, and you get one in the draft, you're shoring up that defensive line. So I figure, first round wide receiver, second round edge rusher or defensive tackle, third round running back, unless Genty's there.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie, bro. I seen that video come out of Genty. Hey, listen, bro.
Y'all think he gonna be
That
there?
dude is-
Listen,
No,
man.
no, not after
Listen,
that.
man.
Not
That
after
video-
that. No.
Hey, man. Listen, man. Listen, man. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Get out of there, bro. Don't even think about
Man,
this guy.
I mess around and move up. I mess around and move up to get him, bro.
Let's move up for D tackle then.
That's
I
what.
ain't moving up. You tripping, man. I ain't moving up for no D tackle. You tripping, bro.
So why are we giving the credit to defenses then?
Bro, we talking. That's them teams. We talking about our team. Our money is on the offensive side of the ball.
You can't stop the
Bro,
run, Junkie.
I know, JB. I get you. I feel you, bro. I'm with you. But our money is on the offensive side of the ball, bro. Why pay your quarterback all that bread to not getting weapons? That makes no sense.
Why pay him all that bread if he need weapons? Shit, we could be there using some of that money to get all the surrounding pieces.
Why is it every year that Kansas City goes out and gets this guy and that guy and that guy? And
Kansas
that
City
guy.
ain't getting that guy and this guy.
And that
Patrick
guy.
Mahomes
And
won
that
back-to-back
guy.
Super
Come on,
Bowls
man. Cut it
with
out.
goddamn
Cut it
Travis Kelce, bro. He ain't had no number
Travis
one
Kelce.
receiver. His receivers was ranked last in dropping balls. Come on, bro. He didn't have all those weapons at wide receiver.
I'm with this right here, man. Trade up for Jenny. I'm with this. I'm with this right here, bro. I'm with this right here, man. Trade up, man. You know what I'm saying? Trade up, man. Hey, Angry, they said, Smoke 14. Angry, did you watch that video I posted about gyms in the draft? SU is a dog, bro. And Florida beat 400 pounds. Wow.
Well, where'd you post it? Did you post it on X? Because I don't know if I got it. If you posted it in the comments, I don't think I got it.
They said get a D tackle and a tackle.
O-line.
Listen,
Yeah.
I am 100%. I am 100% all for DT. I am all for DT.
He said it's on X, Angry. He said it's on X.
I am all for DT. If you go out there and grab me a fucking left tackle in the first 3 rounds, don't you dare go out there and grab me a left tackle in the first 3 rounds. You get if we allow Mozzie Smith to do this for 3 years, why can't you allow Tyler Guyton to go through it?
Bro, but see, that's what I'm
still
saying.
Got Austin Richards on the squad.
Listen. Check this out, right? In order for us to know what we're gonna do in the draft, we have to know where we headed, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is Michael Parsons gonna be playing linebacker or is he gonna be playing edge? You know what I'm saying? Like, so what are we doing, bro? All right then. So if he's gonna be playing edge, bro, why is we drafting listen, man. Listen, we had this topic yesterday. You know what I mean? And I told them that Michael Parsons was drafted as a linebacker, but he can be used all over the field. You know what I'm saying? Because Michael Parsons want to get edge money. That's why he want to play edge, because he want to get edge money. But to me, if I was Jerry Jones, I'm gonna play Michael Parsons the top of the market as far as linebacker. That's what I drafted you as, and I can play you wherever. I can play you. I can rush the passer. I can play you linebacker. I can play you wherever, bro. But all this money they talking about is for edge. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even know where the Dallas Cowboys is headed, bro. I really don't, man. You know what I'm saying? But if it was up to me, we go on skill position the first 2 rounds. I've been saying it, and I'm sticking to it, bro. I'm making the offensive side of the ball elite as possible. I'm gonna make my defense elite. That's where I'm at with it, bro. That's where I'm at.
See, I would have made my defense a majority free agents.
Yeah.
You know,
even
I would have bought a lot of free agents for the defensive side of the ball. That way we have that experience and wisdom on that side of the ball. And you can allow your offense to get acclimated to each other, to make a couple mistakes, just knowing that you have that dog defense on that side to be able to stop it. So I get where, JB's coming from as far as shoring up that defensive side of the ball, because everybody is saying that, hey, if the defense could have gotten a stop, so sure up that side. But you can do that with 10 picks in this upcoming draft, as well as using free agency. It may take you this draft and the next draft, but you can eventually do it.
Yeah, I agree with you. Hey, JB, I got a question for you. It's right here on the screen.
Mm-hmm.
Hold on, let me find it. Right here. JB, what do you say to this?
The Cowboys had a top 5 defense at that same time. Actually, the Cowboys defense was better than the Chiefs defense. Look it up. The Cowboys defense was better than the Chiefs defense. So what you saying, bro? You ain't saying nothing thoughts of a king. Come on, bro. Get that
if they were so much better, what was our issue in those last 2 years around the same time they had a good defense? What was the one issue the Cowboys defense had if they were so good?
What do you mean? They was top 5?
What was the issue that they had?
Stopping the run. Stopping the run.
What does Kansas City do really, really good?
They got Pat Mahomes.
Stop the run.
Yeah, but how about score when they
stop the run?
But the Cowboys, they did it. They stopped San Francisco the same thing. They scored lesser points. The Chiefs defense allowed the same amount of points, and even more than the Cowboys did to the San Francisco 49ers when they won the Super Bowl those 2 years. He talking about the Cowboys had our defense in a better position than the Chiefs defense had for them, bro. You can't
this out. Hey, JB, I got a question for you.
We have more turnovers. We have more sacks. We have way more sacks than the Chiefs. We have way more turnovers than the Chiefs.
Did that translate into the playoffs?
Hey, JB, I got a question for you. JB, I got a question for you. I'm going somewhere with this, so just rock with me real quick. Is Patrick Mahomes a better quarterback than Jalen Hurts? Yes or no?
Yeah, better quarterback than Jalen Hurts.
Then why was Jalen Hurts able to beat Patrick Mahomes in the Super Bowl?
Because the D-line.
He had a better team, bro. That's what we do. He had a better team, bro. That's what we be trying to tell you. That's what we be trying to tell you.
The best is an all-pro and he's an off-ball linebacker.
The best quarterback in the league that I think most people would agree lost to Jalen Hurts, bro. And we all agree that Patrick Mahomes is a better quarterback. The reason he won because he had a better team, bro. That's what we be trying to tell you, but you don't seem to understand.
I understand that they was the better team because they won the Super Bowl. I get that. But what are you saying?
All right, okay, cool.
Y'all get a credit to that Super Bowl to the Eagles defense, though. Y'all don't get a credit to Jalen Hurts. So don't do that comparison.
No.
You get a credit to Hurts. I mean, to the defense.
No, I say the defense. I say the defense balled out. The Kansas City defense sold out to the run, and Jalen Hurts beat them.
That's all.
That's how it happened.
Yeah,
I just said Jalen Hurts was their run game. That's still giving him credence.
Jalen Hurts, he was the man in that Super Bowl. He beat him with his arm and his legs.
Where Saquon couldn't get the run done, Jalen Hurts got the run done. When they needed a pass, that touchdown pass, he got the touchdown pass. Whenever he was called to be elite, he stepped up to those elite moments and he secured them.
That's right.
Dak Prescott hasn't done it yet. Those elite moments, he's going to have to answer the call.
Hey, Devil Dog,
that's fact.
Devil Dog,
this ain't Dak's contract shit.
Hey, Devil Dog,
with the Dak's contract stuff.
Hey, Devil Dog, this ain't true. We can't build shit with Dak's contract. See, you need to stop feeding into that narrative. That ain't true. You know what I'm saying? We just showed you that ain't true. They just opened up all this money, so that contract has nothing to do with it. You know what I'm saying? 805 says
of the Joneses. It's the willingness of the Joneses.
Yeah, man. We all know it's the Joneses. They don't want to do nothing, but we kind of got to look past that. But what I was trying to say is, if the better quarterback lost, why did he lose? Is because he has a better team, bro. He had a better team. That's what. But when I say that about Dak, you get mad. Got all these excuses.
And you look at it this way, knowing now what was going on in that locker room as far as the defensive side of the ball was going on with that defensive line, with the two anchors of the defensive line being DeMarcus Lawrence and Micah Parsons going at each other, with the top of the defense and Malik Hooker being involved into that drama. There was probably cliques in that locker room, meaning they were divided. You ain't winning nothing divided. You know what I'm saying? You ain't winning nothing. So
hey, do y'all think that we can win a Super Bowl with Micah Parsons as the leader of the defense? I ain't talking about his talent. I'm talking about the leadership.
I think Micah Parsons could have that potential to lead by example through his play. And that play also fueling him to go into the offseason.
I think that's where us or some of us and Micah have a difference on what it means to be a leader. Micah Parsons can be the ultimate leader on this team. He can, with just his play. Because you see it. You've seen it.
But some people will say he don't show up in the playoffs.
DeMarvion Overshown is the leader of this team.
I agree, but some people will say Micah don't show up in the playoffs. What do you say to that?
I can't agree to that. I see more triple teams and more crack back blocks on Micah in the playoffs than I see on anybody else. Micah is an undersized edge. Is it beneficial for him to be there? No, it's not. Yes, I would like to see him play more off-ball linebacker, but he's also shown that can be his strength as well. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want him to – I wouldn't want him to feel like, even though we know he's undersized, he still gets home. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anybody to think that, it's because he's undersized that he can get beat or they run the ball at him. He's getting crackback blocked on. He's getting doubled and triple teamed. Defenses are sliding to him. There's nothing else around him that can dictate the defense saying, hey, you're going to have to deal with it on this one. We got to handle this dude or these dudes. You know what I'm saying? That's why in Zimmer's scheme in the second half of the season, you saw a lot more ferociousness with the defensive front. You know what I'm saying? Because it was, all right, we can't just block this guy. We have to block everybody. And we can't block everybody because they're all missiles. Maris Leofau, DeMarvion Overshown before the injury, Carl Lawson, you know what I'm saying? Like those guys, because they were putting up numbers. They were doing their job. So, I mean, Micah can be a leader. What type of leader does he want to be? And it's not about like we all know he can do it.
The thing about being a leader is this, bro. And then we go to angry. You don't make yourself a leader, bro. You see, I know Michael posted that it's my time. I didn't get nothing out of that, bro. When you in a locker room or you and somebody, or no matter where you at, bro, it can be in jail, bro. It can be in prison, bro. You know who calling shots, bro. Nobody got to tell you. You know what I'm saying? You can walk off in there first day and you know what time it is, bro. Just by the aura or the mystique, or you just know, bro. I don't think leaders are like you can't make it. I think it's what the other people look at you as. So do the team look at Micah as the leader? Sometimes the leader is not the most talented player, bro. No. It's not.
You're right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like I just said.
And me personally, bro, I don't look at Micah Parsons as this. I don't know, man. You know what I mean? I don't look at him as this leader that everybody be seeing. I don't see it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Is he probably the most talented on the defense? Yeah. But that don't make you a leader. Like, you know what I'm saying? So my question was, can the Cowboys be successful with Micah Parsons as a leader, or should that be to somebody else like an Overshown, even though he hurt right now? Could that be somebody, even like a Kendrick or somebody? You know what I'm saying? Go ahead,
See, I think we're paying attention to the wrong people when it comes to this whole leadership, because the leader that I want to see, the person that I want to lead this team is Brian Schottenheimer. You know, you have your little generals on the field, and you have more than one general. You know what I'm saying? You can have more than one leading by example to show the other players who may be those role players, this is how we play. Micah Parsons happens to be that one person, and we also see Demarion Overshown. You know what I'm saying? So it really does. The reason why I say Brian Schottenheimer is because I want these guys to be able to want to go into battle with this man. There was a point in time where you could see where they were frustrated with Mike McCarthy and his scheme and everything and his play calling, and they just seem on edge. With Brian Schottenheimer, I see a different emotion involved in this team, and I'm hoping that it's gonna rub off on the team to make them cohesive, one unit as opposed to 53 people in this organization. Right. Then that trickles down from the top down. Remember, then it's gonna trickle to Micah. Then you're gonna see his leadership really pop.
Hey, Angry, you gotta go to war. You gotta go to war, right? Let's take it off the football field for a minute. We're gonna keep it football, but let's just say overall, you gotta go to war. Who you taking with you, Mike or Overshown?
Who?
We ain't talking about talent. We talking about you gotta go to war. You know what I mean? You locked in a room with dudes coming at you. Who you going with, Overshown or Micah? My point of saying that is, who's the biggest dog, bro, that you would want? Like,
can I say both?
you know, because like when they're on the field together, even if one looks at the other as an inspiration, as like, yo, I want to play like that guy, and that's what he starts to do on the field, you won. You know what I'm saying? So whether Micah Parsons is looking at the fact that Overshown just overcame 2 knee surgeries, or the fact that Micah Parsons is this dog, oh yeah.
I'm taking Overshown. But go ahead. Who's it next? JB or Kush? JB, do you think Micah Parsons is a leader to lead on the Cowboys defense? He said, hold on, man. Hey, Devil Dog. Hey, you funny, man. He said Overshown knees would give out. You funny, man. We talking about without the injury or none of that. You
Give
know
me a second, folks.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, JB, do you think that Micah Parsons is the leader that the Cowboys need on the defense?
I don't know if he got to that level yet, man, being the leader. Because, I mean, to me, a leader leads with his play. And you really don't have to say much to be a leader. You lead by what you do on the field. And I haven't seen Parsons lead the Cowboys on the defensive side of the ball really nowhere. So I don't know if he's ready to be that leader yet, to be honest, bro.
If you was gonna name a captain, who would you get a captain to? Micah Parsons or Overshown?
Overshown. To me, he seen because he playing the linebacker position. And that's where I think Parsons really should be. I think he will be, if he would play that position, I think he would be more of a leader. Because he got to be more cerebral. He got to really be coaching the guys around him on the defensive side of the ball. Because he would be the quarterback on the defense. So I think he's playing out of position. So to me, it's gonna be hard for him to lead because he can't stop the run on the edge, bro. I mean, how many generational talent players get schemed out of plays?
No, I understand. I do believe. Listen, I think a lot of people take talent and they make it leader. Talent and leader is two different things. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not talking about talent. I'm talking about let's play on the field.
No, I know you. I'm just saying in general. I think people get it mistaken from talent and leader. You know what I mean? Like, would you lead? Listen, because what happens is then the podcast come into play, right? Then the podcast come into play. Can he be a leader? Like, say you got 10 other people on the field with you. Can you be a leader and then we take a bad L today, and then I go home to the loss, and I feel bad about the loss, but then I see you on your podcast. You know what I'm saying? Like is that a leader, or is that doesn't matter, or is it just like, what do you think, Angry?
I mean, my bad.
I mean, it depends on how you left the team. It really depends on how you left that locker room. If you came to the locker room after that game and we actually broke down as a team and everything, and you went on your own, had your own time, you're doing your podcast. I know you got one. You know what I'm saying? But if you dip out on the team, you ain't even come to the locker room, you just head straight to the chair and to the mic, we got an issue. Yeah, so it's all the way he carries it.
I don't know, man. If I'm on a team with Michael Parsons, we just took a loss, bro, and I go home, get in the shower, and kick back, bro, and I see you on your podcast, I don't look at you as no leader, bro. And I ain't saying it has nothing to do with the podcast, bro, but I'm just saying in my head, it's like, bro, you got other stuff you got going on, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't believe it. Go ahead, bro. My bad.
Does that necessarily mean that he's not locked in? I mean,
no, yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know, man. I'm asking you guys opinion. You know what I mean?
Let's add a little humanity into this, right? So we understand they're professional football players. They go, they're paid handsomely to do a job. Okay, we get it, but there is a human side to this. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of these dudes, they may have generational wealth, but hopefully you would think that they would have financial literacy. So these dudes have other businesses and other ventures that they're going into. Now, am I saying that everybody out there has a podcast? No, not everybody, but some dudes do. Do we control what they do on their not football time? You know what I'm saying? Because that's their not football time. I mean,
that's not what I said, though, bro. Like, if you go, I understand. That's your opinion.
I'm just adding the human element. That's all.
I know I would feel some kind of way, bro, if I done went out there and playing my heart out, bro, and we lost a tough game, bro, and I see you an hour later on your podcast. I'm not saying it's wrong, bro. I'm just saying if you want to be a leader, that might be not something that you want to do. And we got somebody in here, Shift. I don't know who this is. Shift, can you hear me?
Yeah, man. My fault.
Shift, what's up, man?
Hey, what's going on, man?
I think this is your first time on the show. I don't know if you from Angry or
it's probably my second time. I think Angry's the first person I've caught on here, but I'm over everybody's page, man. You can me and Boss, Law, Vach, I'm a regular call over there, so I'm
okay. Them the Giants. Yeah, what you got on this, bro?
Man, I'm gonna have to kind of push back a little bit, man, because I feel like, you had a guy like Charles Haley, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he was a big time difference maker in those Super Bowls, but I wouldn't say he was no leader, though. You know what I'm saying? But he was a difference maker. So I think, and you said it correctly, like, talent don't always equate to leadership. So if you know that, stop looking for him to be a leader and just let him be a talent. Either other guys got to step up as leaders, or you got to get some more credible guys in here who can hold that leadership shovel, so to say. You know what I mean? Like Overshown, I'm excited about Overshown, but he hurt right now. So it's like, really, like, right now you can't really do nothing as far as Overshown's concerned. But I'm not going to sit up here and deny the fact that Michael Parsons has gone over 10 sacks in his first 4 years. Like, nobody's done that. You know what I'm saying? And then you look at a guy like Lawrence Taylor and what he did in the playoffs, and you might go see that Lawrence Taylor, as many playoff games he played, I think he only had like 6.5 sacks. So, I mean, in the playoffs. So, I mean, when you talk about, needing to get Micah, and as far as paying him as a linebacker, bro, like Aaron Donald got paid top defensive money, and he was a DT. You know what I'm saying? So, like, you're not paying Micah anymore as far as the position. You're paying him as a top 2-3 defensive player in the league, and that don't come cheap.
No, I got that, but I don't equate Michael Parsons to Aaron Donald.
Because, like, a linebacker, like, what you paying them, like $20 million?
No. But what I'm saying is, bro, when you get that kind of, listen, first of all, I've been an advocate for all players should get as much money as they can. Like, let's start. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? But at the same time, for the Dallas Cowboys, bro, Like Aaron, I don't want to hear the excuses of you getting double teamed. Then Aaron Donald got double teamed his whole damn career. I don't want to hear those type of excuses. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like I believe Michael Parsons is a like exceptional talent, bro. But based off what you said, the scale that people get judged on is playoff success. And I haven't seen Michael have none, bro. Now, as far as his money, hey, get all your money, bro. I don't talk about people money, bro. I don't. Hey, man, get all your money, bro. I mean, but
no, I ain't like that.
I don't see him having playoff success, bro. I haven't seen it. I just haven't seen it, bro.
And
I mean, he don't.
Because I mean, you can look at it and be like, you know, Myles Garrett ain't been to the playoffs as much as Micah. You know what I'm saying? But he's making an impact. Just getting to the playoffs in general. Forget winning the playoff game. He ain't been to the playoffs. I was gonna say. So like we can look at the Cleveland Browns and be like, oh man, because they got a bad team. It's just Myles Garrett. But this team ain't that good, bro. Like it hadn't been. Like we talk about the San Francisco losses, bro. Like we had, I think the second loss, all we had was Zeke because Tony got hurt. You ain't had no weapons. All you had was Cee Dee Lamb. And in the first playoff game that we lost to San Fran, we had like 14 penalties on the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? That's not Micah's fault. That's not Dak's fault. You know what I'm saying? So
it's Dak's fault.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. But I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like Saquon, he got, like I said, the Chiefs sold the defense to like stop Saquon. But you gotta have a player like that who's gonna have a coach scheme their whole defense to pay attention to that and let Jalen Hurts kill you. You know what I'm saying? And like you're not like nobody was gonna scheme around Zeke in that second playoff game against San Fran. They weren't gonna scheme around Zeke. They were scheming to stop, you know, Cee Dee, cut him out, and then you had nobody else.
No.
No, I understand.
Like Philly, they stopped Saquon, but they still had AJ. It was a mismatch. They had Devontae, mismatch, Goddard. So
no, I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. No, I wouldn't. All right, let me ask you this question. I just want a yes or no real quick before we move on to somebody else. Are you a Cowboy fan?
Yeah.
Okay. Would you trade Michael Parsons?
No.
Okay, for nothing. For nothing.
No, nothing.
So
Because I can't guarantee that whatever you get from that team, because you're going to have to depend on that team to lose a lot of games, first and foremost, so that you can get a real good pick. Because you may mess around, make the playoffs, you chance that. Now you're looking at taking a number 20 pick, and you ain't getting no generational player like Micah off top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might luck into it, like Tyler Smith, but for every Tyler Smith, there's 20, 30, 40 Taco Charltons.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. Hey, but you know, we're gonna go to Angry real quick, and then we're gonna go around. But I don't think that I think generational talent get thrown around too much, man. You know what I'm saying? Because like generational talent mean you don't see that all the time, bro. Like it's like you can have a great. I'm not talking about Mike. I'm talking about in general. You can have a great player, bro, and he's great, but he's not generational. Like
Yeah,
I think it's a difference. What you got? What you got to say on what he said, Angry?
What, the generational talent?
Yeah, anything that he said, you want to respond to it or no?
No, I'm good, man. I'm about to get off here, y'all.
Oh, okay.
I gotta ride up out of here.
All right, man. Hey, salute to Angry. You know, y'all, he got a YouTube channel. Y'all go subscribe to him if you're not already.
You gotta go say goodnight to the grandkid. All right, I'll holler at y'all. All right.
You already know, Angry. All right, Angry.
Yeah, I'm about to roll in a minute too.
Hey, what up? Who got Trapaholic? What up, man?
What's up? What's up, fellas?
What you got on this, man?
Talking about the Michael situation.
Yeah.
Oh shit. I feel like he can. I feel like he got the capable. He got the he can be a leader, you know. So I still feel like he a pup. I feel like he got the, you know what I'm saying, the talent to really do it. Cause I feel like like JB said, bro, like a leader is somebody that lead by they play. So I feel like he you know, he needs some people around him. At this point in time, I feel like they gonna probably keep him at defensive end. Like I rather him be an out-ball linebacker because you can't double team him if he an out-ball linebacker. But if he on the end all day, well, if he on the right or the left, only thing you gotta do is identify him and roll to him You know what I'm saying? It's like it's kind of easy to take them out. So I feel like Micah gonna have to bulk up a little bit, bro. Like if you're gonna be a all-time defense, if you're gonna be a 99% defensive end, you're gonna have to bulk up. You're gonna have to sacrifice some of that speed, put you some muscle, some real grown man mass on you, bro.
Literally.
You know what I'm saying? And maybe we can see a different Michael.
Grow a few
know
inches too,
if
right?
we do that, you know.
Right. No, I agree with you. I don't think he should be rushing the passer every single down, bro. I think he should be hitting gaps. You know what I'm saying? I think he should be all around the field, like every play. You should never be able to scheme for him because you don't never know where he at. And,
like how they used him his rookie season, bro. Like
right. Everybody keep going back to that. Dak is a thief and Schiff.
Yeah.
What you got on this, man?
No, I agree what he said there. Back to moving Mike around, and you guys talking about leadership, and you guys all made good points about you either are a leader or you're not a leader. Everyone who's played sports, you know who the leader is. You know that first day you walk in the locker room, who the leader is. So sometimes the leader is not the most talented person on your team. Micah is the most talented player on that team. It doesn't come across as if he's a leader because the only person that knows if he's a leader are the other players. Us as fans, we don't know who the leader is. I mean, we saw that with the Dallas Cowboys in terms of the 90s. I mean, the leader was, Michael Irvin was the leader. You would think it was Troy Aikman, but, he wasn't. He was just the guy that you can almost say he was the guy that got everyone in position to do whatever. But, when it came down to it, Michael Irvin apparently was the leader of that team. And then back to that performance thing you're talking about. I mean, look, let's be honest. Like Troy Aikman in the regular season, he was very good, but when he really turned it up was what? In the playoffs. Why? Because everyone's keying off Emmitt Smith. They're all putting 8 in the box, and then Troy would rip you apart. I mean, that's how they won that first Super Bowl. Dak Prescott can't do that. He's never done it. He's not going to do it. And, and that's that.
I'm out, bro. I'm in the interrupt. I gotta dip, bro. I appreciate you, man. Let me be on the show.
All right, JD.
All right.
So
hey, hold on real quick before you keep going. I gotta take up for my chat. Hey Drew, I gotta take up for my chat. Hey Drew, you see that in the middle right there, man? Hey Drew, you see that in the middle right there, man?
5 trophies.
Hey man, y'all won the Super Bowl last year. We gave y'all props, man. Y'all still playing catch up, man. Y'all still playing catch up, bro. Y'all still playing catch up, man. Yeah, y'all won last season. Hey, I think everybody over here done gave y'all props, man. Y'all won the Super Bowl, all that, man. You know what I'm saying? But we still got 5 of them things, man. Y'all trying to catch up. Hey, my bad, Dak is a thief. Go ahead, bro. I just have to let Drew. I have to let Drew know he's still playing catch up, bro. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Drew, step your game up, Drew.
Yeah. I can't stand Eagle fans, but that's neither here or there. But no, it's just that's the main thing, man. I mean, leaders, if you play any organized sport, it's not always the most talented player that is, the leader. I mean, a lot of times you see that and it works great. The best player on your team is also your leader. It creates credibility, and a lot of credibility really quick. But this team, I mean, even before Michael, if we really go back to it, like even down to the Tony Romo era, let's be honest, who was the leader? I don't think this team had a real leader in a long time. I mean, I'm just being honest. Jason Witten. Yeah, maybe. I mean, yeah, but I never saw a player, at least in my impression, like, when we saw the Packers game, I didn't see a guy on the sideline or even the Witten era where he's like, someone's grabbing someone by the face mask, or like Charles Haley did where he threw his helmet and told Jerry, damn it, go get Emmitt Smith. I mean, there's no player holding the other team guys accountable on the field. Now, as far as what Parson does on his own time, look, like I totally agree with you, Sports Junkie, where, he did his job. He, what he does off the clock, building his brand, whatever. As we all know with these football players, I mean, they're getting robbed to a certain degree from the owners. I mean, based on look how much money those guys are making. So they got to do what they got to do because, short career, they're one play away from never playing again. So I'm not going to knock Mike on that. I understand why, and I agree. And, I'm old school in that way. If I was, all about my teammates, I wouldn't be doing shit like that on the podcast. But, that's a new era.
Hey, man. Nah, man, we need to get back to the old era, man. I don't want to see you over there after we just got beat, bro, signing jerseys with the team that just beat us and all that shit, bro. I ain't with all that, 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 bro. You know what I'm saying? Like flat out. That's like getting into it. That's like you and your homies being out at the club or out somewhere, bro. You and two of your homies. These dudes whoop y'all ass, bro. But then next week I see you over there with the dude that just whooped us up last weekend. At the hell nah, bro. Hell nah, bro.
I'm with you, but
I ain't rocking with that, bro.
Nah,
I'm with
you on that. But
you go over there with them, bro. I'm gonna be looking at you side-eyed, bro. Like, hold on, bro. These dudes just jumped us last week, bro. You was over here, you know what I'm saying? And now I see you with the dude that just whooped. Nah, bro. I'm cool with that. Hey, Chip, what up? Can you hear me?
Got you, bro.
What up, man? What you got on this, man?
I mean, as far as the Michael thing, man, I spoke as far as like, what I think on that, but I mean, and you talk about Dak, man. I'm curious, like, how much better y'all think Hurts is than Dak?
You asking me?
Yeah.
I don't think he's that much better than Dak, man.
Okay.
To be honest,
y'all want to get back on Dak. Okay, let's y'all want to get back on that. So let's go, bro. We ended like that. So his question was, how much better? Oh, let me ask you this before I answer. Are you a Cowboy fan or an Eagle? I don't know what you.
No, I'm a Cowboy fan.
Cowboy fan. My bad, bro. I just I'm not familiar with you like that, bro. So
you good, bro.
Hey, so do you believe that Dak is better than Hurts or no?
Yeah, I think Dak's better than Hurts.
Okay, cool. Okay, let's start there. So do I believe Dak is better than Hurts as a quarterback? Yes, but I got to put emphasis on Hurts because he won a Super Bowl. But I don't believe – I personally believe that – and they're going to kill me for this, but it is the truth. I believe if you take Dak Prescott and you throw him on that Eagle team in that Super Bowl, I feel like they still win that Super Bowl. They just had a better team, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like, they have a better team. You know what I'm saying? So I believe that Dak Prescott as a quarterback is better than Hurts, but we kind of can't say that now, bro. You know what I mean? Because we're going to get killed because he got a Super Bowl, and all they're going to say is he got a ring and we don't. But I'm going to let you answer that, Trapaholic. Answer his question. How much better, if any, is Dak Prescott better than Hurts?
I ain't gonna lie. I think Hurts a better quarterback at this time.
Okay.
Yeah, I just do. I feel like he can use his legs. He can throw. You know what I'm saying? Like,
okay, you know what? I can't argue with it.
I hate the Eagles, bro, but I just gotta call a spade a spade. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, you good, bro. You gotta keep it real over here, man.
Yeah,
Dak has suffered some crazy injuries. He's older now. Yeah. He's older now. He's not as mobile as he once was.
If you was to ask me who's more athletic, then I would say
that's Jalen Hurts all day.
Jalen Hurts. You know what I mean? But if we talking about, we can't just say that because his leg. Do you believe that Jalen Hurts is a better quarterback? This is gonna be kind of like crazy, but Tom Brady. I was gonna say Tom Brady, and I mean I don't mean Tom Brady because he's the all-time great, but I mean because he was stationary.
Because he was I feel like Tom Brady's a better quarterback. I honestly feel. I'm not just talking about his ability. I honestly feel like he's a better quarterback than Dak.
Okay, I got you.
Whoa. No, I can't agree to that. He's a better he has better athleticism than Dak Prescott. He still can't see the field.
I honestly I don't know if they win that Super Bowl if you put Dak on that, if you switch places.
With AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and Saquon Barkley with the number one offensive line, number one defense in the league, you really don't think so?
I don't know. I ain't saying he couldn't put it off.
So.
I ain't saying he couldn't put it off. I just say I don't know. I honestly can't just say that. Easily just say that. You know.
Yeah, you can't say that because it ain't happened.
You're right. It ain't happened. What?
I get that point. It's safe, but like if I'm projecting, right? If I'm just projecting, like, I agree with Hoodie, man. I feel like Jalen has so much around him, bro. You can't say that team won just because of Jalen. I could say Kansas City won because
he played a big part, though. He played a big part.
Now he had stats. He had stats.
No, it wasn't just stats. He actually played a big. They lose that game if it weren't for Jalen Hurts.
Hold on, no, I can't agree to that. I definitely
can't agree to that.
Patrick Mahomes was running for his life, man.
For sure. That offensive line was horrible.
Yeah, for sure. But at the end of the day, they had to score points too, though. You can't just give. You can't just play. You can't just. If you telling me you was just gonna leave Patrick Mahomes hanging around, you know what I'm saying? if they ain't blow him
Jalen
out the water, then anything could have happened. You know what I'm saying? That's Patrick.
Jalen Hurts accounted for 3 touchdowns, 2 with his arm, 1 with his leg. Patrick Mahomes accounted for 3 touchdowns, all 3 in the air. Nobody else scored. He didn't have a run game. The defense was on his cheeks the entire night. The defense, they beat them 40-22.
Right.
So that's 3 like defense.
How many turnovers the defense got?
So it was 40-22. So they got 2 to 3 touchdowns.
I mean, I ain't saying that.
So turnovers.
I ain't saying it was all Jalen Hurts, but I'm just saying he contribute. Like
he came
through. He came through in the clutch, in the crunch. He went. It was a lot of third downs. He converted. They would have easily, you know what I'm saying, put that ball back in Patrick Mahomes' hand. And you know, if he would never converted a lot of them third downs, you know
what happens is this, bro, that people don't know how to take.
And y'all making me take up for Hurts. I don't like this. This really feel uncomfortable to me, bro. Like for real.
Hey, Angry back on. What up, Angry man?
What's going
but
on?
I agree with y'all though. Them dudes just got a better team though. Them dudes real rounded all around.
They got a better team, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
They got a better team, and that leads us to
better team, better coach, better organization. Like you know, you can't.
Yeah, organization for sure. Organization for sure. So that leads us to. Hey, how do the chat feel about the Cowboys now? Are we in a rebuild? Are we?
Yeah, more rebuild.
Are we in a rebuild?
I don't think you have enough
I don't know. I can't really answer that question, bro. I
don't think you got enough moves available right now to make a contending team. We can get back to the playoffs. But you talking about like a real contender that's gonna be challenging, the contenders and can beat them. We don't got enough moves right now. We got a 1st round pick, 2nd, 3rd round pick ain't gonna make that much of a difference for you. You know, it make a little something. We've had.
I feel like if they was to get more active in free agent,
we ain't got no moves right now.
All right, we're gonna go one at a time. Hey, Angry just jumped back in here, so let's rock over to Angry. Hey, Angry, do you feel like we're in a rebuild or a retool?
I feel like we're in a retooling. If we were in a complete rebuild, it would be like ground up, quarterback, everything.
Yeah, I believe that too, man. But I believe we're in a retool, but I don't think the Jones is going to treat it like a retool. I don't even think they're going to treat it like a rebuild. They're just going to draft. You know what I mean? Like they open up money to do what?
They're actually doing the retooling. Like
you believe that? You believe that retooling?
Yeah, I mean, why would you grab 6 defensive players?
Because the depth.
That's not retooling.
Yeah, I'm definitely.
Hell no, bro.
You need nails for your drill, don't you?
Bro, they got Harbor Freight tools, bro.
You need nails for your drill, don't you?
Got Harbor Freight
bro.
tools.
You know what we saying. Hey, Hoodie, you know what we saying, bro.
You need nails for your drill. Zach, I don't know how much more I can stress this. Who was Zach Bond before he became an All-Pro Super Bowl champion?
That ain't gonna happen all the time for you, though.
He was a special teamer for the Saints. That's who he was.
Yeah.
Now he's an All-Pro linebacker, Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, we drafted a lot of like average kind of solid league dudes, and we have, you know what I'm saying, like Zach Barnes are like that's an anomaly. You know what I'm saying?
So like, who's to say Jack Sanborn can't be that anomaly?
Because anomalies just don't happen all the time, you know. Like we've had this hype before with linebacker with
Bro, you wishing though. You wishing. Let me tell you something.
I can't depend on the wish. I want to have hope though, for sure. I want to have hope.
I'm gonna have expectations. I ain't gonna have hope. But check this out, right?
I want to.
If the Dallas Cowboys, bro, I don't even think the fan base. We want to win a Super Bowl, right? But I don't even think that's what the fan base mad at. I think the Dallas Cowboy fan base is mad at all the teams around us are trying to do better when we see the Dallas Cowboys don't do shit. You know what I'm saying? Like me personally, I'm gonna speak for myself, right? If I see Jerry Jones go out and do this and do that, and he try to win and we lose, I'm good with it, bro. You try, we just lost. Right. When I don't see you do nothing, bro, I'm seeing all. Listen, bro, the Eagles just won the Super Bowl, right? These dudes is gonna do something in free agency, which they have. In the draft, and they're going to try to get better. Jerry Jones and ain't gonna do shit, bro. They're gonna go draft for offensive. They're gonna draft. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen, Hoodie. They're gonna draft for offensive lineman in the first round. They're gonna draft another offensive lineman, maybe, or defensive tackle in the second round, bro. They're not gonna even think about the skill positions, and they're gonna tell Dak Prescott to go out there and get it done, bro. That's what's about to happen.
Okay, let me ask you something. This pertains to free agency, and I'm asking the panel. So answer if you wish. You got a bad broad across the street looking at you crazy, but then you got a bad broad sitting in front of you looking at you crazy. But the bad broad across the street got everything you like. So you go over there to the bad broad. Do you come back, or you talk to this one, and then you go over to the bad broad? You say, I don't want to. No, I'm chill, ma. You start going with the bad broad. Who's to say these dudes wanted to come here? Dallas is not what it used to be. For 30 years, Dallas is not what it used to be. I remember at a time when everybody wanted to play for the Cowboys. Now nobody wants to play for the Cowboys.
That's not true,
because
though.
If they
hold on. You got to put context.
I'm not talking about the Derrick Henrys. I'm not talking about the Derrick Henrys. We already knew he wanted to.
Bro, but you got to put context behind that. People don't want to come to the Cowboys because they cheap, bro.
I'm about to say everybody.
All right, I was going to get to that. I was actually getting to that. Albeit maybe because we ain't the bad bitch. We ain't giving up whatever they want.
That's not true. Let me ask you a question. Hey, Cooper Kupp just went over he signed a contract for how much? How much was his contract?
I think it was 15 a year.
All right, whatever his contract was. So you telling me that if Dallas offered him that same contract, he'd have still went over there?
If Dallas offered it to him.
It's my point. They cheat, bro. That's why. It ain't that Dallas.
Okay, all right. So knowing that they're cheap. So knowing that they're cheap, how can you be mad that they ain't get nobody?
Because I'm a Cowboy fan. What you mean? How can I be mad?
Like, come on, that's crazy. Then that's insanity. You know what they're going to do. So why are you mad at it? That's like being mad at a 2-year-old.
Hey, Angry, do you think the Dallas Cowboys has lost their style yet, or do you think it's just Dallas Cowboys is cheap?
I mean, they've lost their. It's not the most prestigious place to work, like Troy Aikman said. It's not the most prestigious place to coach. It's lost its aura, its mystique. It's America's team. Yeah, it's America's team by fan base, not by what it does on the field. Yeah. So
I guess. Hey, Shiv,
short and sweet.
Hey, Shiv, do you believe they lost their or do you believe the Dallas Cowboys just cheap?
Things can be.
They're pretty. Yeah, I agree. The two things can be true. Like, because they're cheap, right? Because I mean, they wouldn't pay Emmett like I was talking about earlier. And then the mystique is gone. So, like, I mean, we've only made a couple of moves. We don't take chances. Like the Eagles in the last 5 years are taking more chances than we have in this past 30 years. So like we don't do nothing, bro. So like we've lost the mystique, and it's like people still love to hate us, so that's what's keeping us relevant. The minute people like just get bored with us, that's when we're done. When it gets boring. But it's still a soap opera, bro, and it's really highly entertaining. You got a lot of people who hate us, who've been little brother for so long, and now they kind of got a leg up on us, and they're gonna rub it in every chance. We the Yankees, we the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? Like people, casual people, like people who don't even watch football hate the Cowboys.
Right, I got you. I got a question for the panel before we get up out of here, right? Do you guys really? I'm gonna go around. Everybody answer. Do you guys feel like Jerry Jones really want to win, or do you feel like it's more to this point around just keeping the Cowboys on ESPN and Fox for all the wrong reasons? Do y'all feel like he really want to win? Because I remember him saying, "You don't know the check I would write to be a contender or to win the Super Bowl," right? Or do you think he just say shit for shucks and giggles, man? Like, what do y'all believe? I'm starting to believe that Jerry don't want to win, bro. Because the stuff he do, it's like, bro, our own division. You see what our division doing, and you ain't doing nothing to combat that. So that makes me feel like you just don't want to win, bro. What do y'all take on that?
I think he wants to win, but he's okay with not winning. He knows that if we win or if we lose, he's still gonna get that revenue. You know what I'm saying? He's still gonna get those ticket sales and things like that. Like, if we win the Super Bowl, how many more people are gonna be Dallas Cowboys fans? You know, it ain't really worried about who's talking about it with the 3 or 4 letter networks because they're always talking about the Cowboys. So there's not gonna be any extra, added coverage for that. Like,
yeah, that's this just like Derek just said. Lions were the joke of the league. Look at them now.
I see it like this.
A lot of teams have rebuilt, and Dallas ain't done nothing. Go ahead, Hoodie.
I see it like this. Like, if Jerry wanted to win, we would have. He said there isn't a check that I wouldn't write, but it has to be the right check. So what I say to that is, you had the right check. You just didn't want to give up the draft capital. The right check was going to go grab DK Metcalf. You just didn't want to give up the draft capital. You wanted your cake and you wanted to eat it too. Does Jerry want to win? I believe wholeheartedly he wants to win. He's not going about it the right way. So.
All right. What you think, Trapaholic?
Hell no, Jerry don't want to win. He don't give a damn about winning. Come on, man. This dude, man, them Joneses, they don't give a damn about nothing. But I feel like he get more money with us losing than winning. Shit.
I said the part is, you're right. He does.
Shit. So if that's what it is, that's what we're gonna keep doing. We're gonna keep losing and being just good enough to be 8-8 or maybe make the playoffs or some shit like that. Like we ain't.
It's just only 1 year, guys.
Be good enough to be a bigger disappointment.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. Let me tell y'all something, bro. Y'all probably don't know this, man. Angry knows this already, right? If you have a YouTube channel, right? Just like Trapaholic just said, if the Dallas Cowboys play today and they lose, bro, I can drop a video. I'm gonna get way more views than if they win, bro.
That's crazy.
You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
They lose, I'll drop a video like, man, Cowboys suck, man. They man, it's gonna go crazy, right?
All the haters.
They win. Man, listen, bro.
It's just regular.
The Dallas Cowboys is like Mayweather, bro. People tune in to see him lose, bro, but they still pay. You know what I'm saying? Right. They want to see him lose, bro. Like, that's how the Dallas Cowboys are, man. And I hate it, man. And like I said this before, and I don't want to say nothing crazy. I don't wish Jerry Jones harm or to pass away or no crazy shit like that, bro. But if this dude got caught in a scandal, I'd be happy as shit, bro. Like, hey man, if he was forced like to sell the team or something, it could be to anybody, bro. Just not him.
Bro, you know? I hope, bro, when we're all said and done, bro, I pray motherfucker his wife beat the motherfucking matters, bro. But I know it's gonna be Steven once his time up, but bro, I just pray it be his wife or somebody, bro. Cause Steven, I don't think Steven gonna be no better. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be worse.
I think if he was to give it to his wife, I think she'll hire some people and just get out the way and let them do their thing. You know what I'm saying? But shit, bro. I mean, he done groomed his family, and you know what I'm saying? This is what it is, bro. Like, honestly.
Somebody said, Derek, he said you already got caught with a scandal, legitimate daughter of Glory Hole. What are you talking about, Sports Junkie? Jerry got caught. He didn't get caught enough. Bro. I'm talking about like some Clippers owner or some Washington stuff. He got forced to the team. Like
he got caught at an integration rally. Back in the,
I'm talking about. Listen, man, I understand all that.
You want him to get caught in some shit. You want him to get caught in some shit. Money can't buy his ass up out of it.
Nah, what a NFL say you have to be on the team, bro.
You want him to get caught with that baby oil.
You got to caught with that baby oil. Yeah. I want him to get caught with that baby oil, Kinfo. I'm talking about something that, and I don't like. Hey, bro. I hate talking like that, bro, because I don't wish nobody downfall, bro. You know what I mean? Like, I used to look at Jerry Jones like, damn, he bought the team. You know what I'm saying? He made it to this. But I'm starting to think it was luck, bro. It wasn't him, like, orchestrating us to get to the top. it was almost like luck, bro. Because the Jerry Jones of today is not the Jerry Jones of old. The Deion Sanders, the Charles Haley, them type of. I don't know what this dude is doing, bro. Like I don't understand, bro. What you was gonna say something?
It was when Jimmy had control of the GM responsibilities that this Dallas Cowboys team was turned around into champions.
When Jerry stopped sniffing that Yoda.
And he rolled that even when Jimmy was gone, he was able to get that another year. I mean, he did make the Maverick move in getting Deion Sanders. I will say that.
Because he wanted to win one.
That was that Jimmy Johnson team.
Yeah, he was hungry to cash in. He was motivated. He was, I'm gonna win one.
And I can say one more thing about that before I get out of here.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro, I feel like then Jerry was hungry. He was new. He bought the team. He needed, you know what I'm saying? He needed to get the rings. And I feel like he's such a smart dude. He down there knew what he was going to, all them moves were calculated. He probably knew he was going to get in here, do whatever he got to do to win him a couple rings just to build it how he built it now. You know what I'm
saying? Yeah. Hey, Stu Vision, he said, "Junkie, what the F, bruh?" What I say, bro?
All right, bro. It's good talking to you. You heard?
All right,
man. Have a good night, my man.
Hey, man. What do y'all think?
The only thing
Stu Vision, what do you mean, bro? Stu Vision, what do you mean? Go ahead, please.
I just want everybody to temper your expectations. Expectations breed. What is it that I'm looking for? The word.
Expectation lead to disappointment.
Thank you. And I don't want to be disappointed. I hate being disappointed. I have zero expectation. When people troll me in the beginning of the season and they say, "What y'all going to do?" I tell them this: "Hey, I am a Cowboys fan. I have zero expectations. Whatever happens, happens." That's how I look at it. Then whatever happens, happens. I'll plan for right now. I don't know about tomorrow. Whatever happens, happens. If the Cowboys go out there and win 13 games, sweet. If they go to the playoffs and get to the NFC Championship, awesome. If you win a Super Bowl, hooray. But guess what? I didn't expect it, so I'm happy.
All right, man. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here. I just want to end it like this. You already said you don't have no expectations. Look like the Cowboys probably not gonna make no more moves to the draft, so I guess we just waiting on the draft.
The baby oil, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So just give me your first 2 rounds. What do you take? Position you take, and then we're gonna get up out of here, man. And just tell me why.
In the first 2 rounds of playoffs?
Oh, either one, whoever wanted. Yeah, no, the first 2 rounds of the draft. Because it don't look like we're doing nothing else, bro. I don't think we're making no more moves into the draft, bro. I don't see us signing Keenan. I don't see us signing Amari. I don't see us signing Micah.
Right.
So, like our first 2 rounds, you know what I mean? Running back, receiver, D tackle. You know what I mean?
In the perfect world, I would love to have JT in the first and Savion Williams in the second. That's in a perfect world. But I can tell you right now, shit ain't happening. So I'll take Ted McMillan. And then I'll take either Jamari Caldwell or Deion Walker, DT from Kentucky. Caldwell is a DT out of Oregon.
Okay.
And I'll take a running back in the 3rd round because this draft is so deep with running backs.
Yeah, but that don't mean you got one, bro. I want the best running back. Go ahead, Shiv.
Man, it's a hard draft, man. Because it feels like we drafting for need. Like, so if I gotta take Ted, my only thing about Ted's like, when's the last time like receivers fell out the top 10, bro? Like the first receiver was about to fall out the top 10. Like usually if they're that good, you know what I'm saying, nobody letting them slide down to number 12. But the whole receiver class is like out the top 10. So that's my only question about this receiving group. Man, I mean, if it push came to shove, if Genty was there, I'd have to take Genty. Like, if not,
first and foremost.
If not, then I mean, I don't mind getting the offensive line, bro, because this line ain't good enough. Like, so if you can do that and then get a running back in the second, and then I mean maybe make a mid-season move and draft your number one and cash in right now instead of wait till the draft next year to get a receiver or a weapon.
I got
That's
you.
what
I
I would
got you.
do.
I got you. Hey, before we get to angry, hey chat. Whoever want to stay can stay. But I got one topic I want to at least ask before we end the live. You know what I mean? Anybody don't want to stay, I understand. But I got one anonymous topic I want to get everybody's opinion on. But before we do that, because this has been bothering me, I've been wanting to say something, but it's kind of like somewhere else. Go ahead, Angry. Your first two draft picks of the draft.
First two draft picks, obviously Genty, but if Genty's gone, Tet. If Tet's gone, then I like to trade back, maybe get Luther Burden. Luther Burden with the first pick, second pick, TJ Tui Maliau. How do you say that? Tui Mawalu. There you go. Mawalu. That's how you say it. You get him from Ohio State as the edge rusher. And with that third pick, I could go for my running back at that point. It all depends on how the running back board is going down. You know what I'm saying? Whoever's picked, in the second round. If they are going pretty quick, then I'm like, okay, in the second round, I have to go ahead and go for my running back. So it really depends on how it falls.
All right. Cool. Hey, chat. We're going to start doing something a little different over here. You know what I'm saying? We're going to have a miscellaneous topic real quick at the end of every chat, right? It's going to be kind of off topic, you know what I mean? But I want to get everybody's opinion if y'all still rocking with me. Y'all ready?
Yeah.
Whose side y'all on, man? LeBron James or Stephen A. Smith, man? Come on, bro.
Oh, man, listen.
Come on, man. I know y'all see what's going on. Bro.
I'm gonna keep it a stack. I want
to know whose side y'all on, bro. First of all, do y'all know what's going on with Stephen A. and LeBron James?
Yeah.
Everybody know. Okay, cool. Whose side y'all on, bro? Keep it real, bro. Don't be getting up here lying and shit, bro.
I want to keep it a stack.
Keep it a stack, man. Keep it a stack, bro.
I don't like neither one of them, honestly. I don't. But I'm on. If I was to pick a side, I would take Stephen A's side because his job is to do what? Analyze and critique, correct? And what is he critiquing? LeBron James, his son's basketball game. That's what his job is. LeBron's taking it personal. See, LeBron. LeBron's look. I get it.
You ain't been following, bro. You ain't been following, man.
Bro, I'm a father. Okay, I get it. I'm a father. I want to take up for my son. I want to take up for my daughter. And when they're wrong, they're wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to sports, I'm always going to defer to, I'm not going to defer to somebody who don't know what they're talking about. If your job is to critique a pro's basketball game, that's what you're going to do. Now, it's not my fault you want to take it personal. That's on you. Maybe you should have.
Hold on, bro. I understand. I respect your opinion, bro. I'm not even going against it, but I don't understand how you can have that take when you know how Stephen A. do the Cowboys. I don't know. That's crazy. I don't.
Hold on.
Hold on. LeBron James. I know. But I'm saying you're saying that he's critiquing LeBron James' son, but that's not what he do to the Cowboys. He don't just critique the play on the field. He make it personal. So I don't understand how you can have that take.
That's what.
I don't understand how you can have that take. Angry. Whose side you on, man? You on Stephen A?
I could care less. You know what I'm saying? Y'all go ahead. Y'all go ahead and do what you do. I'm worried about the Dallas Cowboys.
I got you. We're just gonna end it with an off topic. You know what I'm saying? Just you know what I'm saying.
But I thought it was pretty smooth. I thought it was pretty smooth to see Stephen A. Smith at the game. What was it, last night? And he walked on the court and made sure that everybody saw him. So, it's just some more Hollywood beef that Stephen A. talking about he gonna swing off on him. Come on, bro.
Hey, let me ask. Hey, since Angry said it was about the Cowboys, let me ask Angry this thing. Do you feel that Stephen A. Well, I know the answer, but I'm gonna ask you anyway. Do you feel like Stephen A. gives fair assessment of the Cowboys.
No, that's why I started my channel.
Never,
You know, one of the reasons.
exactly. He does
didn't.
not give a fair. He never gave the Cowboys a fair assessment of their play. Never.
I got you. Hey,
Nah,
shit, what you think?
His brand, though.
That's
That's
one of
his
the reasons why.
brand,
They probably lost last night.
Shit, what you think, Shift?
Yeah, nah, that's Stephen A's brand, bro, and like he's gonna like give them a hard time, and like he's all like, you know what I'm saying, rub elbows with Jerry, but like I mean, as far as like, you know, trolling the fans and whatnot, like he's I think he just got to the point this season, like this off season, where he's starting to like hold Jerry a little bit more accountable and starting to talk about like the moves and the cheap stuff that, you know, they don't do, because it just became too obvious. Like you're not now your journalistic integrity, which the bit that you had, because you're more of an entertainer at this point. But like, you know, I don't, you know, we don't look at Stephen A for no real, you know, real type of news. But like when you put it as far as like, you know, like LeBron, like Stephen A can't really be mad, because that's pretty much what he does. Like he takes shots and makes stuff personal all the time, and it's just kind of karma. You know what I'm saying? But like at the same token, like with LeBron, like you put it on yourself. Like if it wasn't Stephen A talking about your son, like he wasn't the only person talking about your son. At the end of the day, you're gonna go charge up everybody for something that like you did the nepotism type stuff. So like that's on LeBron. You know, you be all right. You a billionaire.
All right, we ended with this right here, bro. The thing about Stephen A. Smith, I just seen Gary. I'll let you say something there, then we end it. The thing about Stephen A. Smith when it comes to the Cowboys and to players, as long as you keep it on the field or on the court, I don't have no problem. I don't know who that is, bro. Hey, but as long as you keep it on the field or on the court, I don't have no problem. I don't know who that is. Somebody got some crazy background going, man.
Yeah, I just muted my mic.
Yeah, but as long as you keep it on the field or on the court, bro, I don't have no problem with it, bro. But I don't think it was Stephen A. Critiquing his son, bro. I think Stephen A. over the years and years and years and years, it just built up, bro. Dude been taking shots at him, bro. Kind of like the Skip Bayless, how Stephen A. Smith did Kwame Brown, you know what I'm saying, and stuff like that, bro. Like Stephen A. Smith be going too overboard with it.
Okay,
you know
let me ask you something.
That's why I did that.
Does Stephen A. unfairly critique Kevin Durant the same way he unfairly critiques LeBron James?
No.
James Harden?
It's way worse.
Because I mean,
it's way worse. It's way worse. It's way worse. Cowboys is number one.
Okay. I get that. We already know that. Like
Cowboys number one, bro.
Hater of all time of the Cowboys. He's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. He's still harboring those feelings from '95. He's still harboring those feelings. I get it.
No, but still, though, bro, that's not your job, bro. Your job is to critique the play on the field. Your job ain't to be talking about making it like Chief just said, bro. It's more entertainment now than anything, bro.
Yeah, that's why I don't watch them.
Yep.
If I want Cowboys news, I defer to guys like yourself, Angry, CFT, Vach, Brian Broadus, Girls Talk, Boys Talk, Foots the King, Zach. You know what I'm saying? I defer to you guys. You know what I'm saying? That's who I defer to. I don't watch ESPN. It's either video games or a horror movie. That's just or kids movies, Moana, Frozen, you know, stuff like that. But you know, don't judge me.
We're gonna get ready to get up out of here. But let me answer this real quick. Miss Major said, what debate? Let me address this real quick before we go. Fifth Quarter, his crew over there has challenged me to a debate where they're gonna pick 5 topics, or it's not all about Dak. It's maybe Dak is one of the topics, but it's supposed to be like 3 to 5 topics or something like that. That's what he's talking about in the chat. He's talking about, he challenged me to a debate for 3 to 5 topics, and I'm supposed to debate him next Saturday or the Saturday after, man. I'm supposed to be putting together a team to debate him and his crew over there. You know what I'm saying? Dak is not the only topic. It's like a couple topics. We haven't really decided all the topics yet, but that's what he's talking about in the chat. You know what I mean? So anybody in the chat who want to link up and go against fifth quarter and them boys over there. I don't know the topics yet. One of them gonna be Dak. You already know. It's gonna be Dak. One of them is gonna be Dak Prescott, man. So Miss Matrix, to answer your question, that's what Fifth is talking about in the chat. Get ready for the debate. You know what I mean? But the debate is supposed to listen. Another thing, and I hope Fifth is still listening. I'm not doing no argument session. I'm not going back and forth. It's gonna be you talk, they talk, rebuttal, like that, man. We ain't about to be arguing over each other and doing all that. That's what we're gonna do. I ain't gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? That conversation, we can have it, but I'm not gonna argue about it because when I present the facts, they're not gonna be able to say nothing but start yelling and arguing. That's what that is about. Anybody else want to say something, anything else before we get out of here, man? We've been on here 3 hours, 15 minutes, man. It is 8 o'clock where I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Uncensored is in there. He's one of the fifth quarter Cowboy. He's on their team.
I know this because he doesn't like Dak.
He said you're going down. So, hey, man, I got to put together a team. I don't want them saying I punked out or nothing, man. I got to put together a team, man. You know what I'm saying? But anybody want to say anything else before we get out of here?
And I just enjoy being on with y'all, man. I just enjoy being on with y'all, man. Y'all really do y'all thing, and I appreciate y'all. I want y'all to keep up the good work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. I like the this platform. I know it's both, Angry and Sports Junkie. Y'all gonna so consistent that it's just inevitable that y'all get bigger and bigger platforms. But I like this where it's at right now. Is that got that organic feel. You can really sit in with the content creator and like really, really chop it up. So for y'all to, get that platform, that's pretty cool. And I know those platforms, once it gets big, you ain't gonna have time just to, just talk to everybody and chop it up like that. You're going to keep it moving. But I like where this platform's at, and just platforms like this when it's like that. So appreciate you, bro.
Shift. Let me say something to you, Shift, right now, bro. Me and Andy talked about this. It's way bigger platforms than ours, bro. And we talk to those guys. We got their number. We have a group chat going. The Law Nations, all these. Name them. We talk. We associate with them, right? Sure. But me and Angry try to bring it back to the street, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, well, we reachable to everybody. That's why we always drop the link in the chat. We drop the link in the chat damn near every live. Angry, do we? We drop the link in the chat every live, bro. That's what we base our thing on, bro. Like, we want to be, and then you said something about getting big. No matter how many subscribers we get, bro, we always gonna be able to link up with y'all, bro. No matter what.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool.
We always gonna drop the link. Now I can't. If 50 people jump in, we can't. Like, we're gonna have to kind of rotate.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I like about this right now, where you can sit there, for an hour or whatever, 2 hours with the content creator. And y'all give that type of platform like it's my show type shit. But that's cool though. That's what I'm saying. It's gonna get bigger to where you're gonna have 50 people, you're gonna have to rotate it. And that's inevitable. Me and Andrew
talked about a timer, bro. We're gonna have to put some people on a timer, bro. You be talking forever, man. Hold on, bro. You gotta get it out, man. But we never gonna turn a side eye or nothing like we got too big for you, bro.
Nah.
If you notice, bro, we always try to put as many comments on the screen as we can, but they be going fast sometimes, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't gotta donate just to get your opinion across, bro. And if we don't get to the chat, pull up the link in the chat. Pull up. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna test that timer.
Yeah, we gotta.
Y'all be good, man.
Let me hurry up.
Y'all be good, man. I enjoy being on with y'all, man.
Heck yeah.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna let Derek say something real quick because I know he pulled up, bro. I don't want to just leave him hanging like that, man. What up, Derek?
Yeah, what's up, guys? No, I just want to say I really enjoy you guys. You guys are hysterical. We have a lot of fun with that. I just know what you're talking about because I remember helping Mark Holmes with his IT stuff, and then getting into debate. And if you guys know about his long rant he had with me about me, sorry, let me phrase that. For there's a video you could find on his channel. He's getting all pissed off because like calling out Dak on stuff and man, you gotta just be man about certain things, and you guys are doing a good job, and I would help you guys out like I did for his channel, which you know.
So, yeah, help me out, bro. I accept all help, bro. Help me out. Hey, help me out, bro. I don't give a damn.
Hey, that's what I do. I'm just saying that's what I do. So you know,
what do you do?
Guys out.
What do you do? What do you do?
I do IT and website development and all that kind of stuff. So
okay, yeah, man. Hey, email me, bro. We can get something popping, bro. But the thing about it is this though, bro. We don't care if you come up and disagree with us, bro. Whether you like Dak, don't like Dak, Cee Dee, Mike, whatever. Long as you come up here and have a reason behind how you feel, bro. Don't get up here and Dak suck, fuck me, like all this crazy shit. You know what I'm saying? Like
no, it was not like it's not like that. See, his problem was, and I was pointing this out, was that you know, you got to be able to look at your team constructively, like we're just talking about Micah Parsons, and say, okay, what is this guy good or not good about? Yeah. You know what I mean? And he can't handle that. So no. But
I don't want to talk about Mark Holmes, bro, because
I'm just using that as an example. No, I'm not saying to talk about it. I'm just saying what you're talking about is you got a lot of people with fans that can't talk or handle when you talk about players in general.
Oh yeah.
That's what I'm just saying.
None of these do my uncle. None of these do my cousin, bro. None of these do my family, bro. You know what I'm saying? So if you can go look on my channel, I got videos criticizing that. You know what I'm saying? But people don't see that. They overlook that, bro. They don't overlook that video and they go listen, oh, he praising Dak. I'm a fanboy. Or Angry hear it. You know, Angry done got called all kind of Dakaronis and fanboys and get off your knees and all glazing.
Oh,
wow. I like the Dakaroni, man. That's an interesting title. I like that.
We don't heard it all, bro. We don't heard it all, bro. So it's all good, bro. What we try to do is have a platform that's unique to us, bro. Now other people bring people up. I'm not gonna say they don't do it like us, man. We go back and forth.
I understand that. I understand that. I wasn't trying to whatever. I'm just saying in general, like this is interesting how you guys have built this up. That's all I was saying. Because you have a lot of people who can't handle that kind of things because they're building their brand, and you guys know the Cowboy brand is the biggest brand in all sports, and it gives you an opportunity, and you got to try to maximize as much as you can. So congratulations to all you guys, and keep it up and go
appreciate
from
there.
You, man. All right,
appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. We're gonna get out of here on that. Couple words before I go, man. Dak Prescott for MVP next season, bro. So go ahead and get in the damn chat. Call me a Dak-of-roni and a Dak
MVP.
That runner MVP, man, next season, bro.
That's the bet.
Hey, man, I'm going to holler at y'all, bro. Salute to y'all.
All right, gentlemen.
All right, y'all. Y'all have a good night.
Later.
Peace.